Hey guys, Ron Douglas here. If you can hear me, type yes into the questions box. Do a quick mic check. See the yes is coming up. We're right on time, 2 o'clock, punctual. Matt's backstage putting on makeup. He's in the green room. He's in a big room with a star on the door. So yeah,
I
you
did
guys
put
are
this
in for
just real quick, just so you guys know. I'm going to take this down here in a second, but you guys see on your screen, I want to give you guys an early show up bonus. Since you guys got on early, I want to reward you guys. We'll take this down here in a sec, but just you guys go to that link, grab that, download that real quick, and just wanted to say that because I don't know if you promised in the emails, but I always usually give it at the beginning. So, and I'm going to flip the slide here in a sec.
yeah, cool. That's for you guys that show up on time, show up early, have that bonus as promised, and we're gonna take that down in a couple minutes for the people that came late, so they can't get it. So you guys get rewarded. Awesome. So yeah, man, I'm really excited about this presentation. Matt is one of the people I follow closely. He's a good buddy of mine. Our wives are friends, and they come over the house occasionally, and we see them in different parts of the world as well. I think the last time I saw Matt was in Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We both spoke at the same event over in Dublin. I saw you again in Commission Expo in Orlando.
You're right. That's we briefly see each other.
Yeah. Every time you see Matt, there's always like a crowd of people around him. He's like the big guru. So it's hard to get a minute with him. But it's cool. It's an honor to share the stage with people like Matt as well. But I can tell you one thing I know about Matt, and none of this is scripted. I'm just going to speak from the heart, is this guy is one of the top, if not the top, email marketing guru on the planet. One of the top gurus on the planet when it comes to list building, email marketing. And that's really my thing, right? So it's why I follow him so closely, is because, most of my money comes from email, comes from a list. Everything I do is involved with building my list. Even if I'm doing Facebook marketing, I'm doing it with the intention of building my list. I had a community on my site, my cooking site. I mean, had I not had an email list, a platform in the cooking market, I would have never got a book deal. I would have never been on TV. I would have never done all that stuff. Had I not had an email list, it'd been much more difficult to get people to promote my webinar. A lot of you wouldn't even be on this call had it not been for the email list. So I talk to people all the time, students and whatnot, and the number one thing is like, I don't have a list. So I'm like, well, maybe you should get a list because that's where the money is, right? And that it's not no magic power, no superpower involved in doing it. It's just a matter of learning how to do it and doing it and just making it happen and getting that list. So today you're going to learn from Matt Basak, as I mentioned, one of the top experts in the world on this. Matt has a unique system and he has a unique methodology that's going to show you how he's producing up to 10,000, I think it's like 10,418 leads per day, right? Some people are lucky, 10,978. Some people are lucky to do that in a year. Matt's done it day after day after day, and he's going to show you exactly what he's doing. And I want you, like, this is not like the get rich quick presentation, right? This is the real nuts and bolts that you really need to know, the real math behind all this stuff, the stuff that's going to make you the smartest marketer in the room just from this presentation today. So I want you to pay attention. It's really important. I want you to turn off all distractions, and I want you to give Matt the next 60 minutes or so of your time and listen to everything he says, and anything Matt offers you, make sure you jump on it, because this guy, some people pay him up to $20,000, $25,000 just for a day of his time, and you guys are here getting him for free. So with that said, I won't ramble on anymore. I'll turn it over to you, Matt. I'll be in the back answering questions.
All right. Well, let's just double check to make sure everybody does hear me, because that would be a good thing. If you guys do hear me, can you say yes? I saw somebody say they're from Malaysia. I just got back from Singapore. I was there for over a week. At Shangri-La. It was really nice. Let's see here. Yes, you do hear me. All right, cool. So you guys do hear me. Good. Okay. So let's just check another thing real quick. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something. Thank you. Loud and clear. Oh, that's even better. Let me see if you can see my face. Hold on. let's go on camera. Let's just see if this works. You guys see me? All right, let's see if you guys can see me. This is my new hat. I lost my other hat in freaking, I don't know, between Barcelona and London. Let's see here. Santa. Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool. Oh, Pennsylvania. Looks like we got people from all over the world here. Long Neck, Delaware. That's an ugly hat. Well, you know, Ohio. Cool. Yeah. Well, look, I got the Browns on. So, yeah, ugly or not, it doesn't matter. All right. So let's go. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. Just let you guys know. Go Browns. Yes, baby. Are you bald? No, Nova Scotia. I'm not bald, Gail. I just like wearing hats. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started right now. I just want to make sure you guys can see me. Another thing is I'm going to be drawing some stuff out. I want to just make sure you guys can see that, so you guys are good. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do is this. I want to go ahead and get started. I'm going to need you guys for a little more than an hour just to make sure you move stuff. Oops, that is me. You don't want to look at me and look at me twice. Let me scroll this down a little bit and see here. Okay, so we're good. And let me go on this. So what I'm going to teach you guys today is how I generate an avalanche of 10,978 leads. Okay, so pay close attention. We're going to have a lot of fun here. A lot of fun here. Before I do, these are my brass balls, and they're actually, well, they're usually, they're right here on my table. So I always carry my brass balls almost everywhere I go. I try to get through customs with it. It's a pain in the butt because they want to know why I have such big brass balls. But here's the reason why. In that room over there, because I'm actually in my office right now, in that room over there, in our conference room, I have people that do pay, $20,000 to $50,000 to sit around a table to talk to me, and it's amazing. It's my mastermind group, and people inside that group pay a lot of money, but they're making $400. I have one person in there doing $400 million a year to sit around the table. When we're in there, there's two things that happen. People say, here's what's working for me. So people share some really cool stuff. And then the second thing what people do is they also say, here's what I need help with. And so we all kind of come together and help. But the reason I share with you my brass balls is because people can win the brass balls. So if you share cool stuff, you get the brass balls, and then people win the brass balls from that. But the other reason is because sometimes people got to grab these things and they're heavy as hell. But sometimes you got to grab these things and you just got to drop them on the table to make like that. I think just shook the whole damn thing, but to make things work. And so sometimes you just got to throw them out there and throw your brass balls on the table and make things work. And so with that being said, this is one of the guys that you see right here. This is one of the guys that started, when he started my mastermind, he raised his hand. And I was like, what are you doing raising your hand? We're not in school. And he goes, well, I got a question for you guys. And I'm like, just ask. It's your turn. He goes, well, I got a question. How many people are first or learn to be first whenever somebody's offering a product or service? And I was like, well, that was the weirdest question in the world. And he goes, no, I really want to know the answer to this. And so we started going around the table and we started noticing everybody either is first or learn to be first. And I was like, that's interesting. So I went to my mastermind, which you guys will see right here. And on the screen right now, you should probably see, this is my mastermind. You can see there's over here, let me give the pen real quick. Let's see, pen. Right here, this is Bill Glazer right here. There's me. That's Bill Glazer's daughter. This is Clayton Mask of Infusionsoft. This is Ryan Dice, a digital marketer. This is Russell Brunson, the ClickFunnels. And, we're all sitting around the table, and I was like, I had this weird guy. This guy asked me this weird question in my mastermind, and I leaned over to Russell was on this side, and I know Dice was on this side. Russell was on this side. I said, hey, he asked me this question. Who learned to be first or always first at the events? And he goes, and so Russell goes, don't you remember I bought all yours and Ryan's stuff? And I was like, interesting. And so then I asked Ryan, he goes, don't you remember when we first started and I was in my dorm room, we were always first. And I was like, interesting. Like everybody had the same common characteristic. I thought that was really cool. And so I wanted to bring that up because, well, and I don't know why this is pictures up here. Some of you guys, just let you guys know, I once was skinny. I was actually Gold Glove champ. Actually, I watched one of the fights over at Ron's house. It was really cool. But I was Gold Glove champ. I was ranked 33 in the nation. No idea why I threw that in there. I guess to show you how to skinny butt. But recently, some of you guys, like especially Ron's been over there. A lot of people, I used to do events at my country club. So a lot of people, if you follow me online, you might have remember like all the country club stuff that I did. And I recently sold my house at the country club. Here's where I used to live. And I ended up moving to a golf cart community to create experiences for my family so that we could go and travel and have some fun. And now, let me just tell you, there are 30,000 golf carts. I mean, sorry, there are 30,000 people that live here. There are 10,000 golf carts. This right here, what you see, is my kids' high school parking lot. So those of you outside of America, just let you know, kids go to elementary school, then they go middle school, then they go to high school, and then they go off to university or college. And this is my kids' high school parking lot. We really drive golf carts everywhere. It's like we're retired. I would have drove a golf cart today, but my wife took it to the doctor, so I actually drove my truck. But you know, but it's crazy. It's so cool. It's like we're retired. This is me taking my kids to school. But on the weekends, what I like to do, one of the reasons we moved down here, and just to kind of share this real quick, so just give some people updates that don't know me, is we moved down here because I have about 290 acres of land about that way, about an hour from here. The only thing in my way is sometimes a tractor, but the point is so I want to take you guys out here real quick, more because, and this is more for me because I get kind of nervous. No matter how many times I do this, I get really nervous. So this is my place of peace. So this is my son out at Brian's Rocks, which you can't really see his cliffs, but he's got some crazy cliffs out there. We've got 5 waterfalls and 8 caves. I'll take you, this is one of my waterfalls. And you actually notice I'm starting to calm down because I'm out there in my head. But also here's one of my other waterfalls right here. And so this right here, you'll see that's my rock. I don't know if you guys have a place of peace and a place where you guys go and you get to think. And I've literally sat on that rock, stood on that rock, and sent emails from my phone, and actually paid for everything that I'm about to talk about. Generate leads, sending emails from my phone from that specific rock right there. I made millions upon millions of dollars sitting on that rock. So I just wanted to share with you that. And the cool thing is, one of the great things about this rock is, if I'm sitting there and I'm staring at you from that rock, behind me would be the waterfall, and over to the right of me would be the other waterfall right here. So it's kind of cool. You know, when I'm out there. But this is me right now. I just want to tell you, the only thing different is I lost my hat, so this is my new hat. But look, we're the same freaking thing. The only thing difference between this, I wear the same thing every single day, and everybody kind of teases me about that. And the reason is because I split test all the time. I look at data all the time. Let me just grab this for you guys. Let me just show you something. Look at this. This right here, I ran out of paper printing this off, and all these this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is about 8 different split tests on one page. You go to the next page, 8 more split tests. And then the next page, 8 more split tests, more split tests. I mean, just split test after split test on every single page. I've split test more than any human being out there. The reason meaning is I've take radically different things. I figure out what works. I don't pull stuff out of my butt like most people do. I don't pull stuff out of my head like most people do. My religion, and it's not really, but I jokingly say my religion is data. I look at data and I make decisions on data every single day. In fact, I'm running a split test right now. And I say that because the stuff I'm going to share with you is tested, is tried and true. It's not just stuff I've just made up. It isn't just stuff that, you know, oh, I think this will work. No, I don't think it worked. I know it works because I've tested it and I proved it is true. So I'm going to share with you that as we go and as I took off my shoes. Now here's another thing. So I want to just some of you guys, just real quick, if you don't know me, here's one quick thing. Here's how you pronounce my name. It's Matt Basak. I'm from Cortland, Ohio. That's where I grew up. I'm married. We live now in Peachtree City. I went to 2 different high schools in school, and I want to say this for a reason. And the reason I want to bring that up is because you know, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't just wake up and it was like my dad. I was born into millions. I was not born in a silver spoon. And in fact, my father worked in a steel mill, and the reason was the steel mill shut down. And when the steel mill shut down, we had to move schools, and I moved from Ohio to Alabama. And so I ended up going to college, and I got my marketing degree at University of North Alabama. And when I graduated, they said, hey, would you like to get a bachelor's of science degree, or would you like to get a bachelor of science or a bachelor's of administration? And I said, you know what, BA or BS? I'll take the BS degree because this whole thing's been BS. And so that's exactly what I did. But I'll say this because we just had about a year or 2 ago, we had a family, or not family reunion, a high school reunion. And one of the guys from Ohio found out that I'm a multimillionaire now. And it was like, and he just discovered this, and he was like one of my best friends, and his dad worked in the steel mill. My dad worked in the steel mill. We always hung out. We both had paper, we both always played football together. We did everything together when I lived there. And he said, and I know, so old buddy asked me, he said, how did I figure out how to make millions before I turned 30? And I replied to him, I went to people making millions and I learned from them, just like I hired somebody to work with my oldest daughter to prepare for the LSAT. Now, I say that because in fact, I'll tell you how awesome it is. My daughter got a full ride to freaking law school. And actually in the top 26, she's actually in Boston right now. In fact, just like I hired a pro baseball player to work with my son. In fact, now he's in basketball. I got pro basketball players working with my son right now. Just like I hired a world champion to help me with my new hobby. Just like my wife, I flew her out to have somebody help her with her business. She started making sales like crazy. We ended up selling that company. Now she's got a new company. It's selling like crazy. It's all. But he replied to me something that most people do, and he said, "Well, I don't have money to hire people like that." And I replied to him. I said, "If you really want something, then you'll do whatever it takes." And in fact, when I was in my 20s, I flew all the way across the country, and I did that thing. I do have a wallet here. Actually, maybe I don't have a wallet here. But if I have my wallet, if I have my wallet, I mean, I grab my thing, and I don't know if you guys ever done that thing where you swipe your credit card and you pray to God it works. Well, I did that on that thing when I was in my 20s. I ended up getting a plane ticket. I flew all the way across the country to California to go to find these millionaires. They had no idea I was showing up, and I wanted to learn from them. And so I flew across the country. I landed. I went and I did the swipe and pray. I got a car, and I was able to get a car. And then I did the swipe and pray again and tried to get a hotel, and it didn't work. And so I slept in my car that night, and I stayed in these millionaires, like this. I went to their office. I slept in my car in their office, and I got woken up because lights were shining in my eyes. And so I said, "Hey, look, I'm here. I want to learn from you guys." And I was like, "But I don't have money to pay you. But what I do have is I have some time. So here's what I'll do for you is I'll clean your whole entire office for you. I'll just clean and clean and clean." And I started cleaning. They finally stopped me because they're like, "This is crazy. You just cleaned like 2 floors." And I'm like, "I told you I would do it. I just want 30 minutes of your time." And that one decision changed my whole entire life. And let me share with you what ended up happening. And you want to probably write, if you don't have a pen and pad of paper, you're going to want to write this down, is this. And there's 2 things that I learned. Two things that I learned, and write these down. First thing that I learned is this: money in motion creates more money. Money in motion creates more money. You know, Ron and I understand this. Most people that make a lot of money, we all understand this, and it's really important to know is money in motion creates more money. The other thing is this: is action takers are rewarded. You know, if I did not take action that day, I would never be where I am today. And so action takers are rewarded. So we're going to start jumping in. But before we do, why should you listen to me when it comes to email marketing? Let me just say this, because this is really important. And I started marketing online in 1997. And 1997. I started email marketing in 1999. I built a list of, I put on my first opt-in page in 2001, and I built a list of about 10,000 subscribers, and I made my first million by 2003. So in 2003, I made my first $1 million from email marketing. So then later on, I'm one of those people that actually teach from the footsteps I walk through. And so what I did is I wrote a book about how I generated these leads and how I made things happen. And in fact, that became a #1 bestseller on Amazon, not one of these crappy bestsellers everybody talks about. Like literally #1 at the time when we launched my book, #1 was Harry Potter. And then we knocked Harry Potter out the #1, and I was looking down at Harry Potter. Harry Potter was underneath us. It was awesome. In a few short hours, we did it with this Secrets of Leads and List, because everybody started mailing for that. I sent over 1 billion emails in the last 18 years. And in fact, I split test every single day. And not only that, which actually you can see right here, I've done over 8,000 email split test rounds. This is just a fraction of them right here. This is a fraction, because I couldn't even print them all off. It would be like that big of papers if I ended up doing it. So over 8,000 email split test rounds. I bought up to $250,000 in solo ads. And that means I paid people to email their list to sell my stuff. My list grew up by 10,978 new leads a day, and I'm going to share with you exactly how I do that here in a bit. But also, here's one of the reasons I'm self-sufficient. Here's the cool thing, and this is one of the great things about generating leads and stuff like that, is you can be self-sufficient. It means you don't need JVs, you don't need to do launches. I just call them bonuses. Anytime I do something like that, it's just a bonus. I don't need anybody, and that's the great position to be in, and that's what I'm going to share you guys how to do from there. I also run List Building Club. We have about 19,000 amazing members. It's growing rapidly, over 19,000 amazing members, and also the ClickBank Gravity. Not just Gravity, but also I had the record for the most affiliates ever sign up for a JV giveaway launch. Let me just share with you something about this. This is a cool little strategy. I'm not going to go into this too deep, but I want to share with you this. This will give you guys an idea, or a golden thing to think about. It's kind of like a page. So what I did was I created a page, and everybody started handing me free stuff, like their free reports and free stuff, and I put them all on the page. I had 2,564 people came together, gave me stuff. We created these pages, and they drove traffic to it. People started generating leads, and we did this. Everybody that donated started driving traffic to it. We started generating leads. People were generating 100,000 subscribers in a freaking day. It was absolutely insane, from there. So it was insane. And then also the ClickBank Gravity record. I don't know if you guys know anything about ClickBank. If you guys are affiliate marketers, you know anything about ClickBank. ClickBank has a destination called Gravity, which is a metric that's very important when you're looking at that. It's one of the metrics I pay attention to over there. And it basically says, what it says is, hey, if you, me, and Ron promote a product and we all make sales, and let's say Ron sells 1,000 and you sell 10,000 and I sell 2, it's 3 Gravity points if we sell within a 7-day period. So there's not many people. There's only about a couple people that usually break there's only a few at 100. There's been four people in the world to ever break 1,000, and we ended up breaking 2,086 gravity. We had 2,086 people came together. Well, actually, we had more than that. We had really what happened was we had 7,751 affiliates sign up to promote a product, and 2,086 of those people end up emailing a list and making money within a 7-day period. It's crazy. Nobody's seen that ever since. They still hold the gravity record from there. But here's the cool thing, and this is why you should pay really close attention to what I'm about to share with you. Between all my companies over the last 18 years, we have generated well over $100 million from email alone, just email alone. That doesn't include all the other things that we do. And my passion, the reason I'm here right now is because my passion is to help people like you make more money from email. And so we're going to go into that from there. Now, here's why my company's focused on this. This is why you should focus even more than this. I don't know if you know this. Next year, over 3 billion people will be using email. By next year, it's almost half the world's population. And in fact, for every dollar that I spend, I get about $38 back. That's why I get so excited about email marketing. I mean, how many people would trade $1 for $2? I'd even trade to, $1 for $1.15. Anytime you can increase your money. But for me, I spend $1, I get $38 back. It's a great feeling. It's the greatest thing in the world. So I'm going to share with you exactly how I get those leads to make that happen here in a sec. But also, email marketing drives customer acquisition and retention. But not only that, Facebook, everybody talks about Facebook, and I love Facebook, and it shouldn't be ignored. But when you're looking for the most direct way to interact with your audience, it's best to turn to email. In fact, people go to Facebook to like things. People go to email to buy things. There's so much money that's made over email is transactional. But also, according to Forrester research, people are twice as likely to sign up for your email list and interact with you on Facebook. So listen, put that in the back of your head. But and everybody talks about social media and search, and all that stuff shouldn't be ignored. I'm not saying it should be. However, email has higher conversion rates than those two tactics combined. So pay close attention from here. And also, customers rely on emails to learn more about your business, make more informed purchase decisions when it comes to that. But also, you hear the send an email, get a sale, right? That's a dream. No, it's not. Personalized email receive transaction rates that are 6 times higher than any others. 6 times higher. It's crazy. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Consumers, this is an important fact to put in the back of your head. Consumers who purchase products through email spend 138% more, 138% more than if they don't receive email offers. And here's one, and I'm going to stop here and I'm going to do a training moment in a second, okay? So pay close attention. But welcome message are incredibly effective. In fact, on average, 320% more revenue is attributed to them on a per email basis than any other promotional email that you'll send out. In fact, it has the highest open rates, it has the highest everything. And so let me show with you something. I'm going to draw something out for you, right here. And so let me move that out, the thing I just drew for you. Let me actually just remove everything from this, whatever my wife wrote down on this. And so let me go over here, grab my pen, and I'm going to draw something for you. What I'm going to first draw for you is I'm going to draw an opt-in form. So this piece right here is what you see right here. This is an opt-in page. So I'm just going to draw an opt-in page. Today they call them lead magnet pages. All right. So every year they change it to some new name. But anyway, so this is an opt-in form right here. So the people are going to put their opt-in information in it. But here's the deal. This is what everybody tells you to do. So if you promise somebody, let's say you're going to promise somebody you're going to give them a bribe, an ethical bribe, a lead magnet, whatever it is, you promise them you're going to give them something, and people will go and sign up. Well, then you better give them whatever you promised them. So you're going to send an email out with an email, and in that email, you're going to put a link to, and which I just drew right here, you're going to put a link to whatever you promised them on the page. That's what everybody tells you to do. But I want you to pay close attention to this quote here. 320% more revenue is attributed to them on a per email basis than any other email promotion. So let me ask you this. So I want you guys to hear this. This right here is, and I want you to think about this. If we send out a broadcast to our email list, and I'll tell you how to get them here in a second, but if we send an email out to our list, we have to get their attention. But when somebody opts in to ours, we have their undivided attention. They gave us their attention. They said, I want this. They're going to go search for this email, and they're going to go look for it. That's why it has 320% more revenue than anything else. It's called a trigger message. In fact, this works for your password resets. This works for your order confirmations. This works for all this stuff for more advanced measurements. I want you to think about this because you're losing a lot of money if you don't do what I'm about to tell you, okay? So let's look at this. 320% more revenue is attributed to them on a per email basis than anything else. So if we're looking at this piece of the puzzle right here, and if you're just doing this, you're losing out on 320% more revenue. So how do we pick up 320% of our revenue, in this process, the way everybody tells us to do it? Let me share with you guys how to do it, okay? So here's exactly how you do it. Now, first of all, let me ask you guys a quick question. How many of you guys buy things on Amazon? How many of you guys buy things on Amazon? Just kind of wondering. Do you guys buy things on Amazon? Yes, guilty. Okay, I could go to my thing right now and I'll tell you I bought. I buy stuff on Amazon all the time. Yes, I see a lot of yeses. I really do. It's probably my favorite thing to go buy. I don't want to go in my email, but like I literally said, your order has been. I bought like 5 things laying in bed last night from Amazon. The reason I say that, somebody said very little. That's cool. I understand. So is there anybody that does not buy on Amazon? Just say I don't buy on Amazon or something like that, so I know. There's a reason, and there's a teaching lesson here. Okay, I don't see anybody that has bought on Amazon. Awesome, you guys are cool. All right, so I was in Singapore and they were like, no, not everybody buys on Amazon. Okay. So I bring this up because, so I want you to think about this. I am probably the most split tested. Actually, I am. I've never met anybody else. In fact, the guy that started Priceline had me go to his office. The guy's he's $100 million away from being a billionaire, and he's pissed off about it. But he had me to his office because he heard I'm the most split tested guy in the world. So I split tested more than anybody's ever met. So I say that, but there's a company that split tested more than me, and the company's name is Amazon. That's why I wanted to bring that to your attention. Now, here's the reason I say that. When you go to Amazon, and I'm just don't go there, but when you go to Amazon and you type in, the name of the thing you're going to purchase, it'll show you the, product picture, then it'll show you a description of it, and then you could click to buy right now. Well, underneath it will be people who purchase this also purchase this. You guys remember that? This is a trick we could take from the page of Amazon, and here's exactly how we do it. So remember, getting back to this, 320% more revenue is attributed to them on a per email basis than anything else. So here's what you do. This is exactly what you do, and write this down. And right here, you do a little trick. So you do everything you're doing right now, but you add in this little piece, and this little piece of the puzzle is adding a PS. So you just add a PS to the message, and let me tell you what you write. People who download this, and your PS, people who download this also purchase this. That little trick right there will make you 320% more revenue in everything. Did you guys get that? Seriously, that's a sneaky little trick that you could do to generate 320% more revenue. Somebody said, awesome. Thank you. I get it. Cool. Yeah, do that. Just add a little PS. Now, now you gave them what you promised. If you don't give people what you promised, you're a dick. Pardon my language, but that's true. So you got to give them what you promised. And then now what you do is add a PS, say people who download this also purchase this. You can put an affiliate link there. You can put a link to your product. You can do whatever you want, but I would make something to sell, because how you train them, somebody said genius, thank you. So how you train them initially, if you train people when they sign up for your list, remember I'll tell you how to get leads here in a second, but when you train people to get on your list, if you train them, you're only going to give them free stuff, then they're going to be tire kickers, they're going to plate lickers, and that's how you train them at the beginning. How you train them at the beginning is how they're going to react to you in the future. So if you do that, they're like, hey, people who purchase this also purchase, or download this also purchase this. Bam! Now you're going to be able to make 320% more revenue on everything that you're doing. So let's move forward, because I'm going to build on this as we get going, and because this is kind of the foundation of everything I'm going to share, because this is like the key that I want to make sure one of the keys that I want to make sure you understand from here. So let's go ahead and move forward from here. And so, but it really comes down to this. Email marketing is the greatest driver of customer retention. And in fact, the bottom line is this: when it comes down to it, email marketing is a revenue engine you simply can't ignore. You just simply can't ignore it. And I made millions from it. Ron's made millions from it. In fact, one of my companies, we did over $20 million in one freaking year just from email marketing alone. That has nothing to do with the IM or digital marketing niche or any, not even information product niche from there. But all my friends make millions from it. And in fact, my agency buddies, I don't know if there's anybody running an agency, but if you guys are running an agency, let me tell you what's happening right now in the marketplace. People now are getting 10, 20, 30% of profits, because instead of managing people's Facebook accounts, instead of managing people's Twitter accounts or social media accounts, all that stuff, because what's happening is they're logging in and then all of a sudden the accounts are getting, stopped or banned, and then it's becoming a problem. People are like, you know what, if I can manage email list, I can control this, we can actually send and get a percentage of the profits. And people are doing that because they're managing their email list. And it's a new thing that's starting to happening. And, and I'll tell you, I said this when I was in Dublin, actually, and a guy goes, oh my God, he's running an agency. He's like, oh my God, I never thought of this. So he went back to all his people that he was running his agency to, and he said, hey, I'll manage your list for you. I'll build this for you, and using techniques I'm gonna share with you. And then this is what he did. His name is John Murley, and he after completing my email specialist program from the EPC Institute and hearing me say what I just told you, he turned his local agency into a wildly profitable one. In fact, he picked up, listen to this, in 30 days after completing the course, he picked up 20 people at $2,000 to $1,000 a month recurring. And he sent me a screenshot just to show me, look at this. And those are in euros. And so those of you guys in Europe know that it's more powerful than the US dollar. You know, you'll see right here, he sent me more screenshots and more screenshots to showing how much money he was getting by doing just that. So it's crazy. There's huge abundance amount of opportunity and profit potential. In fact, big companies are looking for individuals specializing. That's why the guy, you know, from Priceline had me go in there, because they're sick and tired of all these like crazy new things. They're like, you know, I want to go back to things that are tried and true, that worked in the past, that will also work in the future. And look at what's happening here. So I did some research and I started finding like email marketing specialists. People are paying, you know, $57,000 to $86,000 a year. People are paying up to $118,000 a year just for email specialists in their companies. I mean, it's crazy. So before we move any further, what I want you to do is this. If you haven't already grabbed a pen and pad and paper, if you haven't already, you know, done that, what I recommend you do is you grab one, because what I want you to do on a piece of paper, and I'm saying piece of paper, please. And the reason is because if you take screenshots, you're cheating. But the other reason is because if you write things down, it's going to go to your subconscious. It's going to go inside your mind. I want you to write things down. And so what I want you to write down, let me see if I have a pen around here. Maybe I don't. Actually, I have one in my backpack. Maybe. Yeah, I do have one in my backpack. Well, I just took the top off. I had one in my backpack. Screw that. So, but whatever, I'll just use the marker. So here's what I want you to do. These are the 11 golden keys, and I want you to write down number 1, and it's box of profits. Write that down. Number 2, profits. Number 2, write down getting in the inbox. You know, and write them down. Just keep on writing these things down. Now, I challenge some of you guys, if you remember how to write in cursive, to write in cursive. And that cursive would be like, you know, like this. Because actually, it'll actually open up your creativity even more. So if you write in like that, box of profits and something like that, I would challenge you to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop real quick. I'm going to have you guys write these down and tell me when you got them all down. There's going to be number 1, box of profits. Number 2, getting in the box. Number 3, write these down. So write these down, okay? So hurry up and go do that right now. I'm going to get off camera for just 1 second. Get off camera for 1 second. And then what I want you guys to do is write these down and let me know when you have them. So let me know when you have them. Just say got it or done or got it, you know, from there. All right. All right. Let's go. All right. All right. So let me know when you got them. So I'm going to take a sip of water. I got a freaking Red Bull here. Done. Okay, Martin, thank you. Let me know when you got it. I just chugged that. I got some water. That's good. All right, let's go to the water. All right. All right, I see how many people are on here and I see how many people are responding. So let me know when you're done. Still writing, okay. Still writing. All right, come on, let me know when you're done. Just say done or got it or done. All right, done. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Whoa, now they're all coming in. All right. Thank you, Anthony. Driving and listening. Okay, got it. Jen. Yep. All right. Let's see. Daniel, Fred, Todd, Anthony, Eleanor, Gail. Cool. Let's see. Jen. Yes. Gordon. Cool. Gangsta. Gang. Oh, I'm sorry. Ramdas. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I hacked your name. Cool. All right. We got some more coming in. Somebody said they need some more time. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Finally done. Okay, thank Rhonda. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, David. Thank you, David. Nina, thank you. David, good seeing you again. I saw you yesterday. Carl, thanks. Awesome. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip the next slide. I'm gonna get back on camera. All right, and done. Thanks, Jeremy. Done. All right, I'm gonna get on camera first, and then I'm gonna flip to the slide. Okay. So let's see if we can get this back on. I don't have any water on my beard. I do need to cut my beard. I've been flying around. I've been in the last couple. Well, I'm letting some people say. Somebody said they need a couple more seconds, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple more seconds. But I'll say I've been in the last couple of weeks. I was in Orlando, Baltimore, London, Barcelona, back to London, to Singapore, and home. So I'm on a different time zone, and I haven't had time to get my hair cut, so I will. So I was on a big speaking circuit. It was really cool. Anyway, but I'm here for you guys, so we're gonna get going. I fly Delta all the way, pretty much. I also tried out BA, which I just hit. I don't know what their gold or their platinum on that one because of all this stuff. But anyway, so let's get back in here. So let's go. I'm gonna flip to the next slide. We're gonna move on. If you guys welcome to screenshot now, but I would rather you guys write it down. Thank you. I mean, there's a bunch of people getting in there. Okay, so but see, here's the things. These are little things you must master. You know, little things that you just know, but these things you must master because little things win big games. Just like little golden nuggets and tweaks you'll learn from this. Let me bring this up. Is this? I showed you the picture. Actually, let me go to the next slide real quick because email millionaires that win the game of email marketing, they do the little things, period, better than their competitors, period. Now, let me give you an example. Give you a real life example, not from the perspective of email, but let me tell you another thing. You can tell I'm actually getting in position. So when I used to box, I was Gold Glove champ. I was 33 in the nation. I was an amateur. I was in Gold Gloves, and I was also in USA Boxing. Anyway, no more about that. But I will say when I learned to fight, I learned to fight like this. I mean, keep my hands tight, keep them in here. My feet are actually funny in the right position, I think, if I stood up. So my hands are here. And one of the things I did is I went to a pro gym. When I moved to Atlanta, I went to a pro gym. I said, yeah, maybe I'm going to go back into fighting. I decided to use my head for something else in the punching bag, but I was like, maybe I'll go to the pro gym. So I'm sitting there with my hands tight like this, and the pros are slapping my hand. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing what I was always told. And they're like, no, keep your hands like this, relax. He goes, you're wasting too much energy squeezing the whole time. He said, relax. And as you throw the punch, you squeeze. As you throw the punch, you squeeze. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't anybody tell me this? Because my hands wouldn't have dropped like McGregor in that fight that Ron and I were talking about. I mean, I'm joking. But the point is that, it's interesting to see the difference between the pros and the amateurs. Little things, little tweaks, people that win the game, market do the little things better than the competitors, point blank, period. Now, so before we get into this, I want to share with you at least one of the golden keys because nothing I'm going to tell you about generating leads matters unless you know this one thing. All right, so I'm going to tell you that, but let me share with you this. So this is, I don't know if you guys know Chris Winters, but Chris Winters is an absolutely amazing guy. He's makes like $6 million in just one of his revenue streams. But he said this, bummer, I couldn't make it. Pay attention, people. This was actually, he put this when we were in Dublin, and he said this, pay attention, people. He said, last time I saw Matt speak, one of his golden nuggets made me $350,000 3 weeks later. The same technique made me just another $200,000 in the last 45 minutes. Pay attention, folks. And then he goes in to say this, and I never even told him to say that. He had never idea that I even said this. Action takers are rewarded. And when he said that, I was like, oh my God. I said that to you guys at the beginning. It was like the same thing. We have this common characteristics. But let's get into it, okay? So let me share with you this. Now, this is the box of profits. Number one, this is, before I go into anything, you've got to understand this because what I'm about to give you right now is the number one most important equation when it comes to email marketing. The number one most important equation. In fact, it's right there. It's right over there. And it usually is behind me, but I'm on here right now and I'm going to reveal it to you. But it's not over here because I got windows all across the side. But so let me share with you what the box of profits is. And you want to write this down. The box of profits comes down to an equation. This equation is S. Let me write this out. S, and I know my pen is, that's why I'm looking around because it looks like I've got a bigger marker, but I'll use it in a second. But you'll see it. It's S plus C plus E equals money. Write this down. This is the equation. S plus C plus E equals money. Write this equation down right here. S plus C plus E equals money. And then when you write it down, what I want you to do is I want you to put a box around it. And I'm losing this pen. 1 second. I saw one over here. Give me 1 sec. And I got a fatty. This one will really work, okay? So let me just throw this one out since we don't need that one anymore. And I'm gonna go back to this, I'm gonna go to this big one, and I'm gonna draw it out for you guys. So I'm gonna actually, let me just do this, and some of you guys can't probably see it. I'm gonna go S plus C, wow, that's so much better, plus E equals money. All right, so here is the equation right here. And what I want you to do is I want you to draw a box around it, because this is the box of profits right here. And if you understand this, you're going to win the game of email marketing, okay? I'll tell you what it means here in a second. But what I want to also make a point is, do not go outside the box. These right here, little X's, do not go outside the box, because all these are is squirrels. One thing I learned as a kid, squirrels are faster than you, so don't chase them. All right, so all these are always squirrels. So let me tell you what these mean. So S stands for subs. S stands for subs or subscribers. Okay, I'm just putting subs for that. S stands for subscribers. C stands for clicks. So S is for subscribers, C is for clicks, and E is the number one most important metric. Now, this is the number one most important equation. This is the number one most important metric. And let me tell you what that is EPC, earnings per click. If you focus on these three things, you're going to win the game of email marketing. Subscribers, clicks, and EPC. These are the only three things I stare at all the time, because these are the things that matter. I always want to see how I can increase my subscribers. I want to see how I can increase my clicks. I want to see how I can increase my EPC. I'm always looking at these numbers, these metrics in there. I don't look at anything outside there. Notice there's no opens on here. Write this down. Opens are for egos. Clicks are for cash. Opens are for egos. Clicks are for cash. So write these down, okay? Subscribers, clicks, EPC. This right here is the number one most important equation when it comes to email marketing. And in fact, this is I'll put a box around EPC. EPC is the number one most important metric. This is what I measure on a daily basis when I am looking at things. That's how I make decisions every single day. And from there. So now that we have that, let me actually tell you, somebody asked me, how do you calculate EPC? I'll tell you that in a second. This is the equation that you see here on your screen, S plus C plus E. Now here's a quick and dirty formula. So a couple of you guys asked what EPC stands for. It's basically calculating EPC. You don't need calculus. You could grab your phone and use the calculator. It's fine. But really how you do is you take the total money that you earn and you divide it by the amount of clicks. Notice it does not say opens, it says clicks. You divide it by the amount of clicks. So earnings per click. And so that's how much money you make per click. That's a number to pay attention to. It's the most important metric when it comes to email marketing. Now, so before I reveal to you how I generate 10,978 new leads, you got to see the spreadsheet, okay? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get a spreadsheet. I'm gonna flip to a spreadsheet for you guys right now. Let me get this spreadsheet for you, and then we're gonna start diving in. All right. So let me see spreadsheet, and let's see here. Let me open this up, get you a spreadsheet, and let's see. Formula. Let's see, it's right. I usually have it handy, but it looks like my computer restarted before I got on here. Okay, I'm gonna pop it up and I'm gonna put it on the screen right now for you, okay? All right, you wanna pay attention to this. You wanna look at this. I know if there's somebody driving, you can't see it. I'll explain it to you here in 1 second. And let me scroll. It should, and I'm gonna go put on my screen for you so you guys can see it. See if you guys are seeing it. Okay, I'll make this bigger. I saw somebody say, yeah, I will make this bigger, don't worry. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, that's probably, can you guys all see this? Can you see this? I know, well, if you're driving, I know you can. Yes? All right, much better. Okay, so cool. Yeah, okay. So let me explain this real quick, okay? And just because I want you to understand, like I said, little tweaks, little changes, win big games. So let's go over here and let's look at this. So if we go right here, you notice my EPC is $1. Why is it $1? Well, let me just say this, if you're creating a product, if you create a product and you want to get affiliates on board, you at least need to have $1 EPC. If you're promoting something and you want to make sure it's at least $1 EPC, you want it to be bigger than that. And in fact, I love what Ron's doing because, one of the things, webinars have a $16 APC on average for me. So it's a good thing. So that's why I do it. And so, instead of selling a $7 product, you can sell bigger ticket products like Ron teaches. But let's go over here. Let's see, my click-through rate. The reason I put the click-through rate at 4.06, there's a reason for that. If you take every person, every country, every person in every country, every market, every niche, everything, put them all together as one, then what would happen is you would find that the average click-through rate is 4.06. So that's a good benchmark to start from. Now, what you're going to see right here, it says mailings per week, and that's 3 mailings per week. That's means you haven't pulled out your brass balls yet, but that's fine. I mailed every day. But then this is mailing 2 weeks. So let's just change this one thing. And actually, before I get in that, but let's just look down here. So you also see right here subscribers. You'll see this is if you had 100 subscribers at that rate, you'll see that you'll make, this is payout. Let me just change this payout to say what it really should mean, per mailing. All right, so you see per mailing, this is what you would make per mailing. So if you had 100 subscribers at a 4.06 at a $1 APC, you'd make $4.06 a mailing. If you mailed it 3 times for 2 weeks a year, you'd make $24 a year. Woo woo! But if you had 1,000 over here, if you had 1,000 at the same thing at that rate, you would make $40 a mailing. You make 246. 40, what I hope to do. But if you have 10,000, it'll keep on going in here. If you have 100,000, you can see right here, $24,000. If I only made that a year, I'd probably slit my throat. But I make a lot more money than that. Sorry, pardon my language, but this is true. So one of the things we could do, and I just want to say this, little tweaks, little changes, win big games. So let's just make big change or change. Instead of mailing 2 weeks a year, let's just change it to 52 weeks a year. Because one of the things you could do to increase the amount of money you make is increase the frequency. So I'm just gonna go right here, click that, look at that. I went from making $24,000 a year to with 100,000 subscribers to $663,000 a year just by changing the frequency, just by increasing my mailing. Now, and that's only 3 times a week. Let's just say we do what I do and we'll move it from 3 to 7. I mail every single day. Look at this. Now I went to 1 million. Now I'm getting happy. All right, for me personally, but everybody, you can be happy anywhere in here. So, but look, let's watch this. Watch the changes. So let's just say I change this to, let's say, I decided I find something with bigger ticket that I'm actually, instead of me selling $7 things, I'm selling higher ticket products. Watch this. Let's just say I change it to $16. Look at the difference. That's a lot more money that's going to be made. Now let's just say we even do half of that. You can see all the changes over here. Let's say we do half that. So I'm going to go down to 8. Watch this. Boom. I mean, look at that. Just by changing, focusing, little tweaks, little changes, win big games. So let's just actually do double. Let's make this 250. 250. So we're coming down here at 250, and just by making that change, look how much more money I make. Now, let's just say I focus on increasing my click-through rate. Now, remember I told you I want to increase my clicks. So let's say I do something. There's little different things you could do to increase your click-through rate. The amount of clicks you get. So let's just say we go from 4 to 8%. So we go over here at 8%. Watch this. Look how much more money I make. Little tweaks, little changes, win big games. I just want to make sure you guys get that. Do you guys get that? Do you guys see the difference? Little tweaks, little changes, win big games. Do you guys see that? Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Yes, got it. Yes, awesome, awesome. Yes. Okay, so that's all I want to make sure you guys get, because little tweaks, little changes, win big games. That's why those are very cool. Yeah. So that's why the 11 golden keys are so important. So let's get back to where you guys came here. Somebody said, wow, let's go back to why. That's why this equation is so important. So let's go back to why you guys are here. Let's go back to the subscribers, okay? So let's get into it. All right, I'm going to go over this stuff. I'm going to share with you guys how to get subscribers. That's one. Okay, cool. So, all right, so let's get out of this. Let me move this out of our way, and let's get back to it, okay? Don't save. Okay, so now what I did is I said, now, oops, what the hell's on my screen? Sorry, I have another screen. And let me get back to the PowerPoint over here because that just went weird. All right, okay, cool. So now what we want to do is I want to focus on this. I'm going to flip to the spreadsheet. I already did that. The spreadsheet. Let's start diving into the S, right? So that's what you guys are here. Let me share with you guys how to do this. So let's go in here and this. Now, when I first started doing solo ads. Well, actually, let me restate that. I'm going to share with you 3 things. I'm going to give you guys something more, okay? Is this. Now that you guys got this, it's really good. So first thing, when I first started using a thing, and it still works today. I used it when I first started. I still use it now, and it's a thing in email world. It's called CPM. CPM, and that basically you can do CPM, and the way that I do it is this, and the way that I've done it is this, and the way I do it is this. Let's say Ron has a list. I'm just going to make it up. I know he's got a bigger list than this, but let's say Ron had a list of 10,000 subscribers, and I said, Ron, hey, I'm going to give you an email. You're going to send it. Can you send it out to your list? How much will you charge me? He'll say, well, I charge on a CPM basis, so that's cost per thousand. That's what it means, cost per thousand, and I'll charge you 10,000. I'll charge you $100 per 10,000. And I'm like, $100. So that means $100 a thousand. So that's $1,000 for you to mail your 10,000 list. And he'll say yes. And I say, okay, here's the $1,000, mail it out, and he'll mail it out, and I keep all the money from that. That's how I first started on a CPM basis. So that's how I first originally started on a CPM basis. Today you could do this. Let me show you real quick. I'm gonna go over this real quick. Today you could do this, and I'll tell you a place that I use. And I'll just tell you, any market, any niche that you're in, you can do this. And I'll take you to one place, and I'll show you real quick, so you're gonna have to watch really fast, is this, because it's kind of not part of it, but I want to give this to you guys, let's see. This is a place that I go, and this will give you a good example. If there's a magazine on the topic, you can generate leads. So if you go to a magazine, in America, we have tons of magazines. Even in Singapore, they have tons of magazines, I noticed, which is kind of cool. So there's my new hat right there. There's where I bought it. That's funny. It's tracking me around. There's my new hat. Look. All right, let me raise this up a little bit more. So basically, if there's a magazine on the topic, this is a magazine. So no matter what magazine, there's a health magazine, all these magazines, magazines play in the CPM basis. Okay, so how you do it is you find a magazine, you scroll all the way down to the bottom. I want to scroll down all the way down to the bottom of the page. And when you scroll down to the bottom, typically they're going to have a thing that says advertise. See right here, I'm going to highlight it real quick for you guys. It says, it says contact, and then it says, well, it's not going to let me highlight, but you'll see right there, it says advertise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on advertise. And what you want to do is when you go to a magazine on the topic, you find that what you're looking for is called the media kit. And all magazines have a media kit. I'm going to shut this down. But you're going to find the media kit. And then when you find the media kit, you're going to scroll in and you're going to look for emails. And typically media kits are going to have emails. You're going to open this up. You'll find it on their thing. You'll open this up, and let me make this bigger for you. Okay, so that's probably big enough. That's about as big as I can get it. So let's see right here. So basically, like this one right here, our email powerful alerts are powerful. Email marketing is the most powerful way to reach online users. Look, many savvy marketers know that email marketing is, so basically you can buy. They have more than 6 million email subscribers on their list, and I can actually offer them something. In fact, they have their demographics. So like, here's one example. This is the one I buy from. It says they have 1 million opt-in subscribers. So I can pay them, and then they will actually mail out. They give us some key data of the people of who I'm actually marketing to. So these people vote, they're top level executives, they're business owners, their age range. Now here's another one. They have a finance one. They have 400,000 opt-ins. They tell you everything about them over here. Here's another one. They got health. They got 600,000 opt-ins. All those people, do that. Here's the key data of all of them. They take vitamins and health supplements. They're employed. They have made 42% have made purchases online for supplements in the past year. I mean, it's insane. But they have more lists. I mean, you can see right here, just list after list, health niche, everything inside there. But if you find a magazine on the topic, you can go and contact them. You give them what's called a dedicated email. You give them an email, and then they will email out for you. And then they will email out for you, and you collect all the money. So that's a cool way to build a list. And when you do that, my highest recommendation is drive them back to the freaking opt-in page. Make sure you have that PS, and make sure you do it this way, because you want to be able to recoup your money. So number one way is CPM, which I just showed you. Number two way, and actually let me give you a little background. So years ago, and still this works today, I still do this today, says, basically nobody understood the value of EPC. Nobody understood this metric. Then people got savvier. People started saying, oh my gosh, I'm paying attention to my earnings per click. How can I get guaranteed earnings per click? And people started building lists so that they can actually play this game. And let me share with you what the game is called, and it's called CPC. So there's the first way it started when I first started, it's still here today, is CPM. This is more magazines now. And then it moved into CPC. So cost per click. People started charging per click. Let me go into that. And that's actually called the CPM. Let me just say this real quick, just a clarification. In the CPM world, they call it dedicated mailing. It's the same thing as what we call today as a solo ad mailing, which is in click. And this is a great way to make things happen. So let me share with you this and get in here. So I used to do solo ads. And so solo ads, and people go, oh man, solo ads don't work because people are saying solo ads don't work. You know what? They do work. Just people don't know how to do them right. And I'll share with you how to do them right. I've done enough. I spent over $250,000 doing this. I'll tell you exactly how to do it right. Okay, because they do work. They work today. So let me share with you exactly how to make that happen, and then we'll go into another strategy because there's a third strategy I'm going to give you. Okay, so basically. Solo ads, when you place an ad to leverage somebody else's email list, just like you would in the other thing, but this is a little different. You're paying per click. All right, so you're paying per click. There's tons of people with lists that you can just give them money and they'll charge you per click. And then so when you do a solo ad, you're gonna have an option of how many clicks you can buy. Now let me stop right here and let me tell you some tricks. I mean, not really tricks, like things that'll save your ass, so you can win. Number one is this. I'm gonna get back to that drawing. And number one is this: when you buy your first one, this is how I work. When this works, then this works. Watch this. When I first buy, I buy 100 clicks. I always go to them and I buy 100 clicks. There's a reason. 100 is a good number. Anything lower than 100, I can't get enough data from, but I start off with 100 clicks. But all I'm looking for, and so 100, that means they'll send me 100 people to my page. I'll give them the email. They'll send 100 people to my page. They'll click on a link on their email list. They'll go to my page, and then I'm looking for a metric. I'm looking for at least, and write this down, I'm looking for at least a 30% conversion rate on the page. If I get 100 people come to the page, 30% of them sign up, that means that I'm going to get 30 people get this welcome message. Now that's not enough big enough number for me to make a decision. Most people at this moment are like, oh, it didn't work. You know why? Because they're looking at the wrong number. This is the number I can make decisions off. 30 is too small to make a decision off of. So I get a 30% conversion rate and I have 30. When I find I pay somebody to mail, for 100 clicks and I get 30% conversion, then I go back and buy again. That is my test round number one. When that works, then I go back and I buy again. On my second buy, I go buy 1,000 clicks. Now 1,000 clicks, if this rate stays 30% conversion, 30% of people convert still, then what happens is now I got 300 people that are getting this welcome message. Now I can make a decision if this works. And so when it does work, then I go back to them and I say, how many clicks can you get me? And I might buy 10,000 clicks. I might buy, 2,000, whatever it is, 5,000 clicks, whatever I can get from them, I will do. But I go in that process when I go and purchase. If it doesn't work the first time, then I just move on, So from there, so then they're going to ask you how many clicks you buy. When I first start off, I start with 100. Then after that, then I go to 1,000 when it works. All right. So then. So like give you an example, if you get 100 clicks, it'll cost you between $30 and $50 depending on the solo ad provider. Okay, so like for $30 for going out to dinner, not even that's actually cheaper than taking my whole family out. But for my wife, maybe we might be able, that'd be a night. But I can figure out, am I going to go back to these people? And when I do, and when it does work, and I buy the 100, then I go back by the 1,000, and I do that. Then I put them on a tickler file, and actually put them in an Excel spreadsheet, and I keep on going back to them every single month. From there. So now here's another thing is when you buy, they'll say, hey, what email address, what email would you like me to use? What URL would you like me to use? The URL you want to give them is the URL to your opt-in page. Now, what email swipe do you use? Stop right there. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is a big mistake most people make. And even my buddy, some of the best marketers in the world make this mistake too. So I'm going to tell you the biggest mistakes that everybody makes and how you can fix it so you don't get screwed like they do, because they're not thinking, because they're thinking as an affiliate marketer. When we're giving somebody an email to sell our products, we're like, we want to get as many clicks as many people to our page, but not when you're buying and you're paying per click, because it's cost per click. So when you're doing that, you would need to turn your hat around and you need to think, whoa, this buyer, well, that's weird, but you turn your hat around and say, okay, I am paying them, money to send out an email. I want to get the best quality clicks I could possibly get. So here's what you want to do. When you give them the email, I want you to do this. I want you to be as transparent as you humanly possibly can. Now, if they ever ask you, hey, I'll write the email for you, don't worry about it, I'll write the email for you. Say, no, 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 no. I'm going to write the email, and I'll give you the email, you send this out. And how you want you to write your email is this. And let's say you're giving a widget X. So, hey, get free widget X, and here's how you get it. When you go to the page, this is your email, and when you go to the page, click on this link right here. When you go to the page, you're going to have to opt in. After you opt in, you're going to get an email with a link in it that's going to give you whatever XYZ, whatever that widget X is. Be transparent. The more transparent you are, it's going to take them harder to get the clicks, but you're going to get better quality clicks. You're not going to get tire clickers, plate lickers, because you don't want them just coming to the page for the sake of going to the page. You want to get people knowing exactly what's going to happen when they go to the page, and say, hey, when you go to the page, scroll down, you'll see an opt-in form. Opt in. After you opt in, you're going to get an email, and in that email will be the link to the thing that was promised. And in fact, you could also say this, and make sure you check out the PS. How you'll make even more money. So you do that. That'll actually how you win the game of doing that. So make sure you do it that way. From there. Now, if some of you guys are saying like, well, hey, I don't know how to get an opt-in page, or what should I do for an opt-in page? Well, let me just tell you this. There's a great place called swiped.co. Swiped.co. Let me just actually pull that up for you guys real quick. Let's see here. Swiped. It's swiped.co. All right. So let me go over here. swiped.co. Oh, I've already been there before. I go there a lot. You can go to swiped, and it's swiped.co. When you go to swiped.co, and it'll pop up, you could type in, let's just put in dice. I'm going to type in dice, and I'm going to do a quick search. So what it's going to do is it show you all the pages, everything that they got. And if you scroll down, look, this is the high right here. It's 60.34% converting squeeze page from dice. And what this place does is it basically breaks down all the squeeze pages, and it says, here's how to write a winning squeeze page. And they tell you exactly, or an opt-in page, or whatever the heck they're calling them these days, but they'll tell you exactly what to do and how to actually make it happen so that you can actually make sure you get the highest conversions. So this is a great resource for anybody to make that happen, from there. So I just want to make sure I threw that out. That's what this was right here. Okay. So now, basically, what you do is this. You want to make sure that you give them the actual URL to your opt-in page, like we were talking about. Give them the URL to your opt-in page. Make sure you have that PS the way that I told you, to do that. That's where you collect the leads and make things happen. But once you give your solo provider URL or an email, then he or she will broadcast it out to their list, and then and they're linked to your list, and now you'll be able to collect leads from that. And people say, oh, they don't work. Bullshit. They do work. Look at this. I used to buy, just recently I was buying for people. I don't do it anymore, but I was 31,000 subscribers in a freaking day, 20,000 subscribers in a day, 5,000 in a day, 4,000 in a day, 2,000 in a day, 2,000 in a day, 1,000 in a day, 1,000 in a day. So I'm going to tell you, they work. They still work to this day. They're in multiple different niches and stuff like that. So strategy number one was CPM. That was with magazines. Strategy number two, there's solo providers out there that you can go to. Strategy number two. But then I started thinking about it, and I started really thinking about it. And remember, we talked about these two so far. There's a third one, which I'm about to give you. So CPM, CPC, all right? Now, I started staring at this, and I started thinking about this, and I'm like, people started going how many subscribers they had, and then they started going by how many clicks, and I was like, what's the next obvious thing that the market's going to move to? I mean, I've been in this game for forever. I mean, maybe I could figure out the future. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start searching. Instead of me paying per 1,000, instead of me paying per click, I'm going to look for something different. And what I'm going to look for, and this is exactly how I get over 10,000 subscribers a day, then is I started thinking, and I was like, CPS, cost per subscriber. I will pay somebody, instead of a guaranteed click, I will pay somebody for a guaranteed subscriber. Some people call it CPA, but it's also cost per subscriber. I will pay you if you can guarantee that you're going to give me a subscriber. I'll pay you for every subscriber you give me. And it hit me, and I started searching, and I started searching, and I started searching, and I started asking around, and I go to a lot of, I go to CMOs. I pretty much hang out with a lot of CMOs of different companies, and I was with the CMOs of Coors Light, CMOs of Bud, I was Budweiser, I was CMOs of Coke, Pepsi, in different divisions. Gatorade, they have different divisions too, the CMOs. And I was like, what are you guys doing? I wanted to know. Like, I was like, and then I found it. And I'll share with you exactly what it is this, and in fact, it still works, is this. It's called opt-intelligence.com. Write this down, opt-intelligence.com. This is a CPS strategy that works like freaking gangbusters. And it's called opt-intelligence.com. You can see it right there, opt-intelligence.com. And so here's what it was. Look, I mean, Microsoft uses it, you know, J. Crew, Visa, Disney, you know, Intel, American Express, you know, HP. And you can see right here, it says, look at this, it works on a local basis. The cool thing about this is you can focus on countries. So you can focus on like every country, you know, you can focus on somebody's from Malaysia. Like I was showing somebody in Singapore, we could just focus on Singapore. We could actually just focus on Malaysia. We could focus on England. You know, we could just focus on London. We can focus on specific areas in London. We can focus on the United States, the whole United States. We could focus on Georgia, the state of Georgia. We could focus on Atlanta. We could focus on a zip code with 10-mile radius of a zip code. So if you do local stuff, this works for you. If you do international stuff, if you only are in certain areas, this works for you. And it's really cool. And in fact, you can see right here, it says My Restaurant. People are using it. My Restaurant is filling up with repeat customers. And from Opt Intelligence, the product is incredibly easy to use. And it's the only effective way we found for our local business to generate leads cost effectively. And in fact, here's one. It says this. We went from a measly 50 subscribers or more than, you know, to more than 500. Our team is energized in new ways, local customers, as well as a national audience to help drive customers to our e-commerce site. Here's another one. It says, this is the easiest way to generate the highest quality leads, bar none. It has allowed me to scale my business on a massive in a short amount of time. Customer service is top notch, and I cannot recommend it enough. And this is from them. And so let me share with you exactly how this works, okay? So let me share with you exactly how this works from here. Remember, this is exactly how it works. So if you ever go to, so the cool thing is they actually use Facebook, right? So they actually use Facebook, and they will run all your Facebook advertising for you. In fact, what they'll do is they also have partner sites. So they also have partner sites, like Wall Street Journal, magazines, a lot. I mean, sorry, not magazines. Newspapers, many times it's newspaper sites. So if you could find it, so if there's a health section of a newspaper and you're in a health niche, they'll put you in the health section. You know, and you never see those little ads on the, you know, on those pages. That they are the ones that run that for you. So they'll tie into those different places. Those are all their partner sites. So they'll not just run you those tiny little classified ads on the right-hand side of Facebook, but there'll also be other ads on all these different partner sites that are related to your market or your niche, whatever category you put yourself in. So, and then basically what happens is when somebody clicks on that ad, so when they go click on the ad, how it works is this, is basically, you know, it'll pop up and it'll expand, and that whole thing will expand out there. Now let me stop right there, because when it expands, it'll show a form. Now here's the cool thing for all of you guys. Let's get back to where we were talking about at the beginning. And get back to the beginning. I was looking for a different colored pen, but I don't have one. So marker. So here's the cool thing. With this, we do not need the opt-in page. With this, you don't need an opt-in page. All you need is a form code and the welcome message. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. All you need is this, and I'd highly recommend this. You actually only need this. So you need to get the opt-in form, which comes from your autoresponder, and you need the welcome message that's sent out immediately as soon as somebody signs up. Because if you promise somebody something, you give them what you promise. All right. So basically, that's all you need to make this happen. So your form will expand and be right there in it. So when somebody goes in and they submits their information in the form, what happens next is that they're going to validate that. Now, let me just give you an example. You could get started with, you know, I would say $25, okay? So here's how it works. So you can get leads like, let's say 45 cents, 50 cents. You can get leads, guaranteed leads for like 50 cents doing this. So let's just use 50 cents as an example, just because it's going to be easier math for me. So let's say you say, okay, I'm going to put $25 in the bucket, like with them, and kind of like an escrow. And so how it works, you give them $25 in your balance, and then they're going to say, okay. And then when a lead comes in, it'll be deducted. They'll deduct 50 cents from it. So but it's not just deducted if a lead comes in. They're going to validate it. They're going to make sure it's a real email address. Instead of them putting in AO1.com instead of being AOL, if they put in AOL, then it'll be right. And then they'll confirm that's a valid email address. And then it'll go from $25 to $24.50. And the next one comes in and it's a correct email address. It's valid. They'll go, okay, now it's down to 24. Now the next time it's down to 23.50. The next time it's down to here. And then you can reload your account. You can get more leads from that. So the cool thing is you only get deducted from your account whenever a new lead comes out. So basically they're going to validate the leads in real time and they're going to send them to you real time, and it's automatically going to come in to your form. It's going to be sending out the email, and instantly you're going to start getting leads from there. So now then what happens is this. Then what happens? Then what happens is this. Now you get the leads. Now that welcome message is going out. So here's the cool thing. This works in business to business. This works in beauty and fashion. It works in entertainment. It works in food and dining. It works in health and fitness. It works, for home and family. It works in investing. It works in, market research. It works in education, news, nonprofit, personal finance, retail, e-com. People are crushing it with it. Coaches, consultants, biz op. I got people running freaking crypto stuff. It's insane. Biz op, freaking internet marketing, digital marketing, travel, you name it, it works. And in fact, let me just say this. I don't know if you guys ever heard of arbitrage, but I've got a guy right now. What he's doing is this. Well, you can use this to create local offers, for restaurants, for events, for mortgages, for landlords, for services, for tutoring, for car repair, for 45 cents each. And however, I'll tell you how to get cheaper here in a second, because I can get them down to about 25 cents a lead. It's crazy. And I'll tell you how to do that in a few minutes. But first, let me say this. So I'll get back to the one guy. So I'm talking about arbitrage. When I said arbitrage, let me not leave you hanging there. So I've got a guy that's doing this. What he's doing is he's going after mortgage companies. Now he's a local guy, but what he does is he goes after mortgage companies, and he says, I'll tell you what. I'll go to a mortgage company and said, I'll generate leads for you. How much will you pay me for a lead? And they'll say, I'll give you $25 a lead if you get all this information. The more information they ask for, the more the price goes up. If I'm asking for name, email address, IP, it's going to be about 45 cents. I can get it lower, a lot lower than that, but that's typical. If you ask for more, like the cell phone number, you can get full address, you can get homes, you get all this information and then all this data. And so he'll go to mortgage company and say, I'll tell you what, and he's picking up mortgage leads for $2.50, and he's flipping them to mortgage brokers for $20, $25. And in fact, what he did was he took it to another level, which I thought was insanely awesome. He said, I'll tell you what. So he goes to the mortgage broker. He said, I'm going to only focus on generating you leads. And what zip codes do you want me to focus on? This zip code. He said, great. I'll guarantee you I'll only generate these leads from these zip codes and only give them to you if you give me a retainer. And so he charges $1,000 a month to secure that zip code, and then he flips them for him for the lead for $25. It's called arbitrage. It's crazy, but there's tons of different ways you can make money by doing this. So it expands the possibilities like crazy. Okay. So anyway, let me just say this. If you don't remember at the beginning, I showed you guys the 11 golden keys. If you don't focus on mastering the 11 golden keys, you'll never reach the potential that I know that is possible with email marketing. And here's the 11 golden keys that I showed you. If you didn't write them down, you have permission now to take a freaking screenshot if you've got to. But write these down, finish out writing these down. Now, and I want to ask you guys this while I'm here. How many of you, say yes if you'd like me to you want to learn more about the 11 golden keys, that you want to really dive in deep and understand the 11 golden keys so you can really master email marketing. Say yes in the chat box if you'd like to do that. Let me see this. Oh my God, there's so many people. This is really awesome information. Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, all the way across. I love it. Yes. Yes, I'm not going to. Yes, this is great. Yes, I'm loving this. There's so many yeses coming in here. This is so freaking awesome. There is more and more yeses. Yes, please, wizard. All right, yes. Awesome. I love you guys. This is really cool. So here's the deal. Is this? So basically, that's weird. Now I'm staring at myself. Ugh. All right. So you guys got this in from here. Now let me just say this. Is over the last 18 years, I've helped over 500,000 people make money from email marketing. And now it's your turn. And in fact, we're going to dive deep. If you guys want to dive deep in this, stick around, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Is this because but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up a notch. And what I've done is I created a thing called the EPC Institute. And the EPC Institute, I'm here in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, but my EPC Institute office is up in New York. And so we have a New York office. It's called, and over there it's the EPC Institute. And I want to share with you this is we have over the last 18 years. Over the last 18 years, but I have 18,000. Actually, I have 19,000 people in my list building club. I have over 500,000 customers that I've been in touch with over the years. And I know what's going on. I know that people are out there buying stuff from people in the market, and they're not getting the results. And at this point in my career, it's not okay. It is not okay at all. And I was like, and I'll tell you, and so what I did was I built this because I want you to have an outcome. I want you to radically improve your business. Everything has been designed with you in mind. And I'll say this, and I don't know if you guys know this, and this is a sad fact, only 4% of people in continuing education actually complete programs. Only 4% of people, it's nationwide, 4% of people that go through continuing education actually complete programs. It's a horrible number, and it really drives me nuts. And that's why I built this, because I want you to have an outcome. And in fact, here's what I ended up doing. I showed you. Actually, I could pick up the phone and call Dice right now. But I heard about a digital marketer actually broke the record and actually had, I think it was 28 or 32% completion rate. When I heard that, I called up Dice and said, "What in the world are you doing? How are you doing it? I want to know, because I am sick and tired of people not getting results, and I want to know what you're doing." And he said, "I'll tell you, I got a guy." And I was like, "Okay." And so he told me about this, and that's why I will tell you, I spent almost a year and a small fortune with one of the top driven platform guys in the world, because he told me exactly what he used. And it's the same guy that created Digital Marketers Platform certification program, and we built the next generation platform. And let me just tell you this, last month we broke 58% completion rate, the highest the industry has ever seen. I'm so excited, and we're just getting started. When I say next generation platform, we really build it. And in fact, this guy that I ended up partnering with it, and he owns a little small fraction of my company in New York, and actually that's where he's at in New York. His name is Mike Weiss. He's done it for Gore Financial, which is a $1 billion company, information business. He's done it for Digital Marketer. He's done it for GKIC, or now it's No BS Marketing. He's done it for Wicked Reports. He's done it for Jason Horning. He's done it for Clint Clothier. He's done it for, tons of different people. He just picked up. I helped him on the close and talked to him on the phone and tell him my experience and how amazing it was. And because, seriously, people going through my program and sending me gifts. I just got a freaking $400. I've never had this happen. People, it's so amazing. I'll tell you about that. But anyway, so Mike goes. So I hired Mike. Originally I hired him, and I said, "Hey, Mike, I heard about you. I'd like to hire you to actually build this out. I have this idea." I sent him all my data. He said, "I'm going to do something that I never did," because Dan Kennedy never sent me. When you sent me stuff, he goes, "Matt, you sent me stuff backed up by data." He goes, "Who the hell?" And I had even more data than this I sent to him. And he goes, "You sent me stuff backed up by data. Nobody does that." And I was like, "Huh." He goes, "Well, I'd like to make you an offer that, I'm going to still take your money." I was like, "Okay, but what's the offer?" He said, "I'm going to actually see if I can partner with you." And he goes, "I want to partner with you." And I was like, "Okay." He goes, "But under 2 conditions. Condition number 1, I want you to slow down. When you talk about email marketing, you talk really fast, you get really excited. I want you to slow down." So I did. I said, "What's the second condition?" I said, "I will." And I said, and it took me a long time. I'll tell you, the first couple videos took me a while to get my tone down because I was so excited. But the second thing is this. He said, "Your stuff is good, and I want to make it great. And what we're going to do is this. I have curriculum design people on my team, same people that do, the curriculum design for Harvard and for Yale and, programs over there." He goes, I want to use them to create this program." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Sure, we'll do that." So what he ended up doing is, so I said yes, and he brought in his curriculum design people. And I will tell you at the beginning, I'm like, "What the hell is curriculum design people?" I have no idea, never heard of them before. But yeah, basically, let me just tell you, what they are. These are people that have gone through college. They got their master's degree. They understand how the brain works. They understand that there's a left side, there's a right side, there's a front, there's a back, and the brain works in a very specific way when it's learning. And he said, "Here's the problem with everybody in the marketplace. The problem with everybody in the marketplace, they just hand people scrambled eggs." He goes, he's the best way to learn is an omelet. So that's exactly what we did, is we created an omelet. And so what we've done is, so we've taken my lifetime's work and we matched it up with not 1, but 2 curriculum design experts. 2 curriculum design experts. And in addition, what we did is we made sure that you can learn on demand on any device, anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you're at. You could be on a beach or whatever, on your cell phone. It doesn't matter, with one sole objective. Our sole objective, everybody in my company, in the EPC Institute, we come out with one objective, and one objective only is about outcomes. Every word I said, how can we create outcomes for our students? And so that you take action so that you get results. And that's exactly what we've created. And so what we did is we built in, automatic accountability, to kick you in the butt when you need it. Like somebody knocks on the door, you're in the middle of a program, somebody knocks on the door, you forget where you're at. No, we remember. We will keep you on path. We will push you forward, to support you during the times of procrastination. And with your permission, I want to invite you to become among the first people to achieve the destination of email marketing specialist from the EPC Institute. And so here's exactly what it is, called the Email Marketing Specialist Program. And you will not just learn, but you will master the 11 golden keys to make you an email marketing firecracker. Let me just take you inside real quick. Let me show you. We'll dive deep in the box of profits. We'll dive deep in getting in the inbox. We'll dive deep in strategic. We'll dive deep in nested magic. We'll dive deep into clicks for cash. We'll dive deep into the ultimate format. Let me just tell you about this. I've done over 26 different split tests on fonts, button colors, font sizes. I mean, all this stuff when it comes to email, the ultimate format. Let me tell you something. I have a couple different lists. I split test, which you can see. I mean, this is just a fraction. I didn't pick up the whole thing, but I split test. So I know who's on there is watching. Some of these big names are watching me split test. So what I do is I have this list called the shit list. And I take my shit that's not part of my language, but it's called the shit list. And I take my stuff that's not working and I send them my shit. And they're out there teaching people stuff that's not working. It's hilarious. And the names. It's ridiculous. But I do it all the time because, it's like, what the heck? I'll tell you the truth inside here, what I tested, what I found to be true. I'll tell you the ultimate format. I'll tell you how to write winners. How the metric-driven results, the secrets of closing, automated and making money on the data, in a bonus lesson on split testing. And in fact, we'll dive so deep in it, it's insane. And you will learn not this just maximizing the efforts inside of the box profits. You'll learn email service providers and list maintenance, how to get inside the inbox. You'll learn how to capitalize on the clicks for how to capitalize on clicks for increased cash flow. You'll learn mastering the ultimate format. You'll learn previous strategies for email content. You'll learn how to intensify the EPCs and high ticket sales. You'll learn how to go from clicks to buys to closing the sale. You'll learn integrated marketing, and automation and decision time. And you heard me do that. When this happens, then this happens. How do I make decisions on different things that makes me millions of dollars? I will share with you inside there. And then there's a bonus lesson, how to split test for optimal EPC, where you'll look over my shoulder and I'll show you exactly what I do and how I do it. Now, the investment in the training, if you go to my website right now, if you went to my website right now, the price on that is $1,495. So if you went right now to the page, if you go to the EPC Institute, and you click on the link, try to get it, it's $1,495. Now I'm gonna do something special for you. I'm gonna give you a special deal right here, right now on this webinar. You're not gonna get it after this webinar, you're only gonna get it on this webinar. And once the webinar is over, the price is gonna be off the table, okay? But here's the thing, since I love Ron, I really do, and his family's amazing. My wife loves his wife, and they're both good cooks. If you guys know anything about them, oh my God, she cooked something at the last, I think it was the last Christmas, or no, it was at the football. Well, anytime his wife cooks, I eat it. It's good. I'm just telling you. Not going to say this, but I actually probably would say his wife's better cook than him, even though he has a book on it. But he won't. Hopefully, he doesn't hit me next time I see him. But the fact is this. Here's how it works. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 5 bonuses. But here's how it works: is this. 1, you're going to take the course. 2, what you're going to do, well, once you take the course is made up of 11 golden key video lessons. There's 20 handouts, 11 quizzes. Now then what you're going to do is the course is designed for you to jump in, for you to get results on the first day. Now also too, you're going to pass the test. Now once you pass the test, and when you finish the course and all the exams successfully, you're going to receive a badge. And this badge you can use on your website, you can use it on your LinkedIn profile, you could use it for your LinkedIn, your email signature, or you can just have it as a badge of honor and just let it collect digital dust on your computer. It doesn't matter, but it's a badge of completion, however you want to look at it. And then you can display this badge if you want. And this is what the badge looks like. You can see right here, this is what the badge looks like. You might have seen it all around because people are passing this thing around like crazy, because we have, of the people that are completing the program, we have 58% of people that are going through it. So far, we still have people going through, and then 80% of those people are telling everybody about it. It's insane. And then of that, writing in, thanking, and I'm not even soliciting. It's so awesome. They're even sending me gifts, you know, but it's cool. So our badge can be displayed on places that matter. You know, you could put it on job placement sites. We had somebody that got a freaking job because of it. You know, community portals, you know, WordPress, people are, you know, Facebook posts, people are getting deals, getting, you know, for their agency with it. You know, I mean, this badge will not just give you the credibility, but if you're an agency, it'll give you the confidence to sell these services and to collect. I mean, look at this. This is what Aiden said. He's just a freaking email marketer, and this is what he said. Boom, thanks, Matt. I learned so freaking much. Already seeing massive increase in clicks. Here's the next one. You know, you're going to be download your certificate. The only difference between this certificate, and I'll show you, is this. Right here will be your name, will go right here, and you'll get a certificate when you're done. You can have a certificate, you let it click digital dust on your computer, or you can frame it, or you can display it in your home, you can display it in your office, wherever it matters from there. And then the next thing is, fifth, what you're going to do is you're going to check your physical mailbox. And I'll tell you why and explain this why in a minute, okay? But first, here's what I want you to do is this. Since you invested your time with me here today, and I really appreciate it, and I trust, it's all awesome. So many people are on here. And, you know, then you're going to get special pricing. You're going to get special pricing right now. This pricing is only good. This discount I will not give this discount out to anyone else, no matter what. It's only for you. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you enroll today, you're going to enroll for not $1,495, which is on the website. If you went there right now, that's how much you would have to do. And after this call, that's what the price is going to be. You know, after this webinar, that's the price. The price will go back up to that price. You're going to get it for not for $995. You're not even going to get it for $895, but for only $795. For only $795 right now, you're going to be able to, that's a $700 discount. No one else will get it. And I mean, no one else will get it after this webinar is over. It's only for you good right now, right here, right now. And that is a 47% discount. Now, here is the link to go to right now. That's the link to go to right now to enroll is internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. That's internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you that link. I'm going to put that link, and actually, let's just type this out. It's www, or I'm going to put http://www.internetmarketinginsider.com/RON. Whoops, I put Ron. Okay, and I'm going to send this out to you guys right now in the area so that you guys can have this. Boom. So you're going to get it right now and be able to get it at the discounted deal. You'll see right there. That is a link. Let me actually just double check to make sure that link I just sent you is good. Boom. It is. Okay, so that's perfect. So it's going to pop up, look just like this. All right, so you're good. I have it. Let's go back. All right, and I need to get away from this. Let's put this back down. All right, so that's the link to enroll that you need to go right now is right here to internetmarketinginsider.com. Go right here, right now, and you want to be first because there's something about to happen. Because I'm going to give you guys a bunch of bonuses here in a second. Now, remember, this price is only good until we get off the webinar. That's it. Once we get off the webinar, the price goes back up to $14.95. You're getting a $700 discount to get in. Now, when you go to the page, you're going to see this. It's going to look like this at the top. I want to explain this real quick. There's something I got to explain to you. All right. So right here, when you're looking at the page, you'll see right here, make sure it says quantity 1. All right. So make sure it says quantity 1. The reason you want to say quantity 1, there's your discounts already applied. I will remove this discount as soon as we get off this call. All right, so you'll see today's price. You do not need this because it's already applied here. All right, but you're getting it for $7.95. I've already applied your discount, and you can make sure it says quantity 1. The reason I say that because somebody's like, what? The price isn't right. Well, then go back and make sure it says quantity 1 and click update quantity. If the price doesn't look right, it will be right if the quantity is 1. Okay, so next, what you want to do is this. On the next piece of it, you'll see right here, it'll show you this is the billing information. All right, I want to be clear on this. This is, and make sure that you avoid any delays in processing earning. Right here is going to put your first name. You put your last name. You're going to put your company here if you want that. You put your address right here, city, state, zip code. Let me be clear. This address must be the one that appears on your credit card statement. All right, and then you put all the information in here, your phone number, your email address. This email address will be your login email address. So this is where you'll get your receipt at. So make sure you do the billing information correctly. Now, let me be clear on something because I'll tell you about that on the next page. Remember, I'm going to send you something in the mail. That's the reason why I'm going over this. I'm going to send you something in the mail, and what I'm going to do is this. Thank you, Simply Tuned. I just saw that come through on PayPal. Awesome, you made a great decision. So let me just say this. So here's one thing for those of you that are getting it right now. I see some people getting it. Thanks. My phone is just starting to blow up. All right, cool. So for those of you, I'm just gonna let you know, for those of you who grab it right now, we're guaranteed. There's another one. Guaranteed to get all the bonuses. So although you're getting it right now, you're guaranteed to get all the bonuses. I'll go over there in a second. But I want to explain this. You can pay with credit card right here. We take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. You put that in right there. You put the card number. You put the card number. You put in the month. You put in the year, which is there. And then you check out. You're good to go. Now, if for some reason, I want to be clear, if you did it that way, if for some reason your credit card statement is not where you want me to ship something to. Remember, I'm going to ship you something physically in the mail. If what I'm going to send you, if you don't want anything going to that address, some people have a billing address and then a shipping address, maybe the home address and one's the office. So I will ship you. I just shipped an example. Somebody bought it home. They wanted it sent to, they work at Apple and they wanted me to send it to Apple. So now they told everybody at Apple their freaking certificate and they have in front of them an Apple. It's so cool. But anyway, I bring that up because here's the deal. Like, I'm going to ship you something in the mail. Somebody else, let's see, David, thank you. Wow, David, thank you. So basically what's going to happen is that make sure if that address isn't right, when you get your receipt, say, hey, this isn't the address I want something shipped to. Please update my shipping information to that. Remember, that was only your billing. All right, so let's go to the next thing. This is so important because I will ship all over the world what I'm about to give you. But here's the deal. I want to make sure you give me the right address to ship it to. I don't want to send it off. I sent one to Mexico once and it came back and they're like, well, I'm not in Mexico. I'm actually in America. And, oh, God. So anyway, but the point is this. So here's the next thing. When I go over here, I'm going to go to this. You can pay with PayPal. Now you could do PayPal credit too. So we do take PayPal credit. Now here, and then you go over here, you click PayPal, you do the checkout, we take PayPal credit, you click checkout. Now I want to be clear on this. When you click the button and go to PayPal, PayPal will have a little drop down and that drop down will allow you to select an address. Please, 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 please put the address give me the address that you want me to ship to in that. For some reason, if you leave that blank, it's going to zero out everything in my shop in my CRM, and it's going to show no address. Then I'm not going to know where to send this to. So make sure when you go to PayPal, you have that little drop down. You drop down and you pick where you want me to ship it to. It'll put it in the right place in the CRM, and then we'll know when you complete the course, I will ship this thing I'm about to show you to, and it'll go to the right place. So I want to explain that real quick to make sure that everybody gets what I'm going to ship to you there when you complete the course. All right. So let me go over this. So here's what happens is this. Nobody, like I said, nobody else get the discount after the webinar. And so here's what he said. This is what Neil said. If you guys know Neil, he's a great marketer. He said, I need to unpack my copy soon. I'm like, can't wait to see on the leaderboard. And then he goes, damn, totally forgot I forgot to tell you about the leaderboard. There's a leaderboard too. You can beat gurus. You can beat people. There's tons of people that are coming through the course. Some of the biggest names. People are actually, getting seats for their teams. It's crazy. It says, and then this, John, it's the bomb. Already getting through open rates. EPC into the bond. Bomb. It's crazy. But back to number 5. Here's why it was so important, that I went over what I just went over, because here's what's going to happen. I want you to, step number 5 is you're going to check your physical mailbox. When you complete the course, I'm going to send you a congratulations package, okay? A congratulations package in the mail. My daughter just graduated, and I thought of this because my daughter graduated from college, and I was like, you know what? We need to give people a congratulations package when they complete this. And so I'm going to send you in the mail a congratulations package. Let me tell you what it is. This isn't even the bonuses. So I'm going to give you 3 things in the congratulations package. Plus, for those of you that got in, you're all going to get the bonuses. Everybody's going to get everything I talked about, but you got to be quick, okay? So gift number 1, you're going to get this. Gift number 1 is I'm going to give you a certificate, not just give you a certificate. I'm going to give you the certificate. I'm going to frame the certificate. It's going to be your name here. It's not going to be an automated generated thing. I'm going to personally sign it. That's horrible. I'm using my pen. I'm going to personally sign it. It's going to have your name on there. I'm personally sign it. We're going to frame it, and I'm going to send it to you in the mail. In fact, what also is going to happen, gift number 2 is this. I've written multiple different books. I only have 2 of them on my desk. I just got in town. Oh, actually, no, I got 3. One chomped it. Let me just show you. The one chomped the one I couldn't see. It's right here. Look at this. I just pulled it out. Look at the difference in the books. Okay, so Secrets in a Million Mind. I wrote this book after I made millions. I'm going to actually not just give you this book. I'm going to open it up on the front page right here. I'm going to sign the book for you, and I'm going to send you this in the mail. And this is awesome. This is really good. I wrote this after. It's the one thing that separates people who've had success and money that you wish you had. So you want this book. I'm going to give you a signed version of it. I'm also going to have this book. I'm going to give you this book right here. We should see right here. This is over 2 pounds of swipeable material. You can see right here. Look, it freaking chomped this book. I mean, literally, look at look at the difference. It really ate it. So it's over 2 pounds of swipeable material. You can thump people in the head with this instead of using Bibles. You just use this. You want to keep this close to your desk. But this is this book is a revenue generator. Every business owner, every marketer, every copywriter, salespeople should own it, and it'll directly increase your sales and your clients and your customers. Like people are saying, saw this stuff. Look at some of the people you know. I mean, got it. I think Ron's on here, maybe. I know Ron's buddy is. I mean, that's the owner of. It's crazy. So, but anyway, it says, this book is right. You should have this book right next to your desk whenever you're certain the right words, the ideas for writing, make your emails sizzle. Like people are. I mean, it's crazy. You're gonna get this book, all swipeable stuff, 2 pounds. And in fact, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna sign it for you too, right here on the first page. And then I'm also going to give you another book. This right here, inside your congratulations package, I'm going to give you the perfect customer. And when you open it up, I'm going to sign it right here. But let me tell you, I'm going to do something else. Remember this data. Now, this is just a fraction of it. Remember this data on one front page. Now, one of the books. I'm not going to tell you which one. On one of the front pages, I'm going to give you a link to all that data. I'm gonna give you an Excel spreadsheet, a link to an Excel spreadsheet to all that data right there as a bonus for you getting it. So, you're not just gonna sign each book, but what I'm also gonna give you is a secret link in one of the books to my most recent split test data. So you're going to get that on there. The value of that's absolutely priceless. I'm telling you, don't worry if you already have one of these books. Just email in after you complete the course and just tell us. We'll switch it out with something that you've already got. And then in this, like here, look at this. This is exactly what I'll send you. I'll send you all the books. I'll sign them. He swapped one out. Sign them just like I said. I'll give you the link. Here is the everything in the congratulations package. This is what he said. He said the EPC Institute. And he goes over here. He says the EPC Institute is email marketing at a whole different level. Matt is quite rightly really passionate about this course. I am. Actually, it's more than a course. It's pretty much science backed up by over 8,000 email split test rounds. I highly recommend this course to anyone who wants to raise their email game. And so I'm going to send you everything like I talked about in the mail. And also, here's the third thing I'm going to do when you complete the course inside there. I haven't got to the bonuses yet. You want to hurry up and lock in before it's too late. In fact, let me go ahead and give you that link right now. Again, just so you guys have it. Somebody just asked for it. There you go. No, so here's the thing. To sell in gift number 3, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to give you a 3-day, 2-night vacation package. And you could use this for all the places that are listed on there. But let me tell you this. There's one catch, okay? No, you don't have to go to some stupid seminar and get pitched something. No. I can't legally pay for your hotel taxes. Okay, so it's going to be about $18. You take care of that, I'll take care of the rest. Okay, and that's how it works with this. So you'll get that. That's $1,000 value you're going to get in your congratulations package when you complete the program. It's $1,000 value. This is what this right here is what Karen said. I just received the package in the mail. What a pleasant surprise. I'm very excited about all the books. They're awesome and looking forward to the trip too. And again, it was a really great course. Thanks again. And here's another one. This is everything I'll send you when you complete the course. I'll send you this to you in the mail. It'll come in a box just like this that you see right there. And like right here, you'll see this will be yours. I will sign it, personally sign it. I will sign all the books. I'll send you the package, everything in the mail. And this is a little gift from Matt, basically just completing the email marketing specialist certification, just arrived. Here's another one. But it even gets better than that. For those of you who got in, I'm just going to let you know, you guys get this. It gets even better right now. So here's what I'm going to do for you guys is this. I put together a special package for Ron's people right now, and this is the reason. I'll tell you, you guys. I mean, just the course alone is well worth it. Plus, when you complete the course, you're gonna get all that stuff. It's well worth it. But now I'm gonna stack on some bonuses because I'm gonna make this a freaking no-brainer. You should be jumping on that link. Let me give it to you one more time, and I would hurry up and go get it right now because everybody. I'm gonna only limit these bonuses after. Here in a sec. So I'm going to limit these bonuses. In fact, it gets even better than that right now because, here's a link again. So the link to enroll again is internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. Once you lock in, you're guaranteed to get all these bonuses right now. However, when I flip to the next slide, and I'm watching the time right now, and I'm waiting for the time to flip. As soon as the time flips to the next minute, then I'm going to be able to know. I'm going to write this number down because I'm only going to allow so many more people to get all these bonuses. So everybody will guarantee you get it if you get it in the next probably about 30 seconds. It just flipped. Okay, so I'm going to flip to the next slide. Actually, let me write this number down. The time down. All right. Anybody after this moment, if you're the next 7 people to enroll, that's it. To enroll, you'll get, well, everybody that got it, you already get it, okay? So the next 7 people to enroll, you will get all these fast action bonuses, okay? Now, plus those that already took action already will get this too. So all of you that got it, you're guaranteed to get it. The next 7 people are guaranteed to get it. After that, it's off the table. So the price is good until we're get off this webinar. These bonuses are only good if you're the next 7 people. That's it. All right. So the next 7 people, that's it. And here's how it works. Bonus number 1 is this. Bonus number 1. Remember the whole opt-in intelligence strategy I told you? How would you like to look over my shoulder? Let me show you what I'm doing in my account and exactly inside my account what I'm doing. I will email you. I only give this to people part of this program. I will email a private video of my secret opt-in intelligence strategy to get a list rush of hyperactive buyers and leads for 20 cents. In any market, any niche you can think of, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing in my account so you can duplicate the results. And so, I mean, nobody else except some people are just buying it for this. That's awesome. You can just buy for this and look at everything else as a bonus I'm talking about. That's perfectly, that's fine. So there's only people part of the EPC Institute. There's a $1,000 value. Now, look at this. John Lord said, Matt is the most straightforward, to the point marketer that I know. He is one of the smartest. Here's another one. Matt is one of the few marketers I follow because his methods work. You know, Matt is responsible for elevating my sales to a new level. Here's another one. I've been following Matt for 5 years. Matt has never let me down in delivering over a massive value. What I learned should add a zero to the end of my income. Now, let me just back up real quick. That guy I just showed you. He followed exactly what I said in here. He followed this. 30 days later, he built a list of 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers. But it gets even better than that. Within 3 months after that, he took those 100,000 subscribers and he turned those 100,000 subscribers into $1 million. This bonus, I mean, I'm just going to tell you, I put $1,000 value in this bonus for him. It's $1 million value. You know, so just to tell you, you're going to get that as a bonus. Bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, let me just share with you is this. Bonus number 2 is this. What I'm going to do, oh, somebody just got it. We're down to 7. We're down to 6. So the next 6 people will guarantee you're going to get all the bonuses. Thank you for getting that. Thank you. Let me know when you guys get it, just so I can see. I can only see the PayPals, but I can't see all the credit cards coming in. So let me know when you get it over there. Say I'm in, and when you say I'm in, then I'll be able to slash it down. Okay. Now, how you know it works? If you know, I'm just telling you. Just let me know, and I'll mark it down. I will be able to track this from here. And so just tell me when you get it, and I can look over here. So I just saw another one come in. So we're down to 7. So we're down to 6. I'm sorry, down to 6. Here's bonus number 2. I'm just getting started. Bonus number 2. You guys know Bill Glazer. He said, Matt, you really need to call him, you know, Dr. Matt Basic, because he's a PhD in affiliate marketing. And I don't know anyone that knows more about affiliates and JVs than Matt. You know, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to email you a private video where I break down step by step exactly how I was able to generate 7,751 affiliates to promote my product on ClickBank. So I'm going to share with you my clip. You can use it for any product, whatever you have. It's fine. It works for everything. It doesn't matter what market or niche you're in. It'll work for you. So, but also I'm including a bonus on top of the bonus, because what I'm doing is this. Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer, you know, they heard what I did. They put together some of their top people, and they put on an event. And at that event, they had me teach exactly what I did and how I made it happen. And as a Kennedy Glazer, I'm the only internet marketer to ever create a product with internet marketer to create a product with Dan, and we did, and it's called Super Affiliate Secrets. I will give it to you. Now, people, we had 1,200 people pay over $1,000 to get this. I'm giving it to you for free. So you can just grab it for this and look at everything else as a bonus, however you want. Over 1,200 people paid $1,000 for this. I digitized it. I'm going to give it to you for free. So this will tell you exactly what we did, where we did. I went over it, not just go over the product, how we pulled it off, how we pulled in affiliate managers and secrets. Normally the sells for $997, and you have to go to a $1,000 boot camp to get it. It's in the back of the room. We can get it right now for free. It's yours for free, and to go get it. So go get it right now so you can get that. That's $1,000 value. I mean, you add the both those bonuses together. Somebody just got it. We are down. Thank you very much. That was Carl. Carl, thank you very much. I see Carl. I see Dave. You guys are awesome. All right, so that was I already counted Dave. So now we're not down to 6. We're not down from 7. We're not at 6. We are down to 5. Let me know when you get it over here too. Over here we're down to 5. Next 5 people will get all the bonus that I talk about. Bonus number 3 is this. This is Mark Joyner. You guys know Mark Joyner, but people call him the godfather of internet marketing. He said, Matt is one of the smartest marketers alive, but who is, right? What matters is he's a consummate teacher. He will not blow your mind with complex ideas. He will hold your hand and show you how to make a wad of cash. And that's exactly what I do. I don't want this course to be the end of our relationship when you complete it and I send the congratulations package. I want it to be the beginning of our relationship. Meaning, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to add you into my 10x coaching calls. Now you can buy this separately, and you can get this everything you get separately. You get the bonus number 1. Well, I never give it to anybody. Bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, you can buy it separately. You can get it for $1,000, or you can get it for free right now. For this, you can buy it separately. It's going to be $1,164. Or you can get it for free right now. And I'm going to add you to my monthly coaching calls. I do this every single month. I'm going to add you to my 10x monthly coaching calls because I want to be there for you for the next year. Any questions, anything that, anything in the course that you didn't get, don't worry. I'll answer your questions. And in fact, I'll send you a link, so that you can ask me questions if you can't even make the call. I want to be there for you for a full entire year. It's a one-time fee. You get a full entire year in the program right now if you lock in your order. If you're the next, I think, let me go back. What number were we at? Let's see right here. Somebody just told me we're down to 5. So from there, so you're going to get that on there for a whole entire year. The value on this is $1,000. Now, if you can't make the calls, don't worry. Now, actually, you buy this separately, it's $1,164 for a year alone, but you're getting everything for free right now on that. Now, if you can't make the calls, don't worry. I'll send the recording. If you can't make the calls, don't worry. I send you a link. You submit in your questions. Only thing I'm going to tell you about if you do that, it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of the people on live, I answer first. The people that submitted the questions, I answer last. It's just the way it is. So you just scroll to the back of the recording. You'll know your answers will be there inside there from there. This guy, don't tell Ian this, but he actually bought both separately. You're getting everything all together right now. If you hurry up and lock in your order, all you got to do there, if you want to be the next 5 people, all you got to do is go to that link right now to be able to make that happen. But here's what he said. It says up here, it says usual conversation, with Matt, with after one of Matt's coaching sessions. And then it comes in, brilliant webinar last night. Can't believe this guy's so clued up. I know, mate. I'm never cancel my subscription for sure. That makes up for England losing. Makes up for England losing. I'll be stayed very close to them. Yes, I love this product. I definitely like the twist on that. And then it comes down here, and you'll see right here, and it says, I'm just going over the replay. This stuff is worth 10 times what we pay for the coaching. I'm still buzzing. They get it separately. You're getting it for free. If you hurry up and lock in, if you're the next 5 people, you're going to do it. Get it from there. Let me know when you get it over here so I know. Like I told you, you bought it separately. So you got that and this. You're getting everything right now. And he says, this is what he said. There I was listening to Matt drop value bombs on the recording last night, 10X coaching call webinar, and I hear a knock on my door. I did not expect it at all. Thank you, Matt, very much. Your pure classmate. And I'll send you everything in the mail. Like I said, this will be yours. Send in the mail, like I said. Now, somebody just got it. Cool. So we're not down to 7, 6, 5, 4. We're down to 4. I could have timed that one better. 4, bonus 4. All right. So the next 4 people, go to that link right now. And there's only 4 left for the bonuses. Bonuses. All right. Only 4 left for the bonuses. That's it. After that, these will be gone and off the table. And the price, after we get off the webinar, the price off the table. So you got to get it. Bonus number 4. Here's what I'm going to do. I actually do a Swipe File of the Month Club every single month. Now, you could buy this separately. It's going to be over $1,000, or you can get it right now. I mean, however you look at Swipe Slices, you get bonus number 1 and look at everything else as a bonus. You can get bonus number 2, look at everything else as a bonus. You can get it for bonus number 3, look at everything as a bonus. Bonus number 4, look at everything as a bonus. However you want to slice it, doesn't matter to me. But I'm going to also add you to my Swipe File of the Month Club, where you're not just going to get every single winner email that I sent out over the last month, but then as soon as we do that, I'm going to go over. I'm going to give you the emails I send out. I'm going to give you my data and my new data. I'm going to tell you all these new discoveries that I found that'll totally blow your mind. In fact, I talked to Matt Fury, one of the top guys. Like, dude, look what I figured out. He was like, holy crap, why didn't we see this? It's like, we've been in this game forever. I said, I don't know, but it's working like crazy. I will tell you new stuff that's working. It's what's working now, what's working today. I'm going to share with you that on these calls from there that I found from my testing. You're going to get a whole entire year of that for free if you hurry up and put in, go in right now. Let me know when you get it from here. And let me, somebody just got it. Cool. We're down to 3. I'll update it here in a second when I get to the next thing. The next 3 people, I would hurry up and go do it. Yeah, hurry up, go do it. Seriously. Somebody said, my wife has my credit card. I'm calling her now. She's out shopping. Okay, go get it. I would tell you, call her on the phone. It's fine. Call her on the phone, and you could type it in as she's giving you the number of the phone if you really want it. I would tell you to do that. That's probably easier than waiting for her to get home, because these bonuses are going to be gone any second. So we're still down to 3. So they're down to 3. If you can't make the webinars, like I said, don't worry. I'll send you the recording. You're good. You're covered. There's $1,000 value on that. And then plus bonus number 5. Bonus number 5 is this, and this is it. You're going to get the Matt Basak Tour Open the Vault containing his marketing expertise. He's literally handed me a step-by-step blueprint for selling high-ticket items over the phone. In just 6 weeks using Matt proven system, I was able to make $200,000 in brand new sales from existing customers. The funny thing is the money was all along. All I knew to do is ask for it. So what I'm going to do is this. Now I'm going to tell you this right here. Now, if you wanted this separately, it's $2,000. I've had 2,400 people got this for $2,000, including some names you probably know. Ryan Dice bought this for $2,000. Russell Brunson got this for $2,000. Kirk Christensen got this for $2,000. Marlon Sanders got this for $2,000. I mean, I can name names after names after names that pay $2,000 for this. I'm giving it to you for free right now if you hurry up and lock in, and if you're one of the next 3 people to hurry up and do that. So let me know from there. I'm going to email you a digitized version of my $20 million formula. This has made me $20 million. In fact, every time I go start a new company, I bring this with me, and we follow this playbook. It has stuff for the team. It has everything I need. It's all inside it. Some of you guys let this collect digital dust on your computer if you're more newbies. Some of you advanced, just get into this, dive into it as quickly as you can. And from here, now I charge $2,000 for this. You're getting it for free if you lock in right now. That's $1,997 value, because that's what I paid on $2,000. It's $3 off, but the fact is you're getting everything. You could just buy for this and you're getting everything else, like a freaking crazy discount, plus all the bonuses, plus everything I'm doing. You're gonna get it right now. Hurry up and go lock in before it's too late. Nobody else will get this included after today. In fact, nobody else will get included this unless you're one of the next 3 people, to get it from here. Now, that's over $5,997 in fast action bonuses alone. $5,997 in fast action bonuses alone from there. Now, you're going to get everything for $795 if you act fast. You've got to act fast to make it happen. There's a link over there. Update me when you get it. We are still down to 3. Yes, you can still go get it, but hurry up and go do it right now from here. Now, think about this. You can think about this one way. Your $795 investment actually makes you $5,202. That's a 656% return on investment. I would say this, that'll make all those crypto guys jealous. You know, I mean, seriously. But in all seriousness, if you just take 111 golden keys inside the original program, and you can increase your EPCs by making an extra 5, 10, 15, even, $1,000 within the next 30 days. So, hurry up and go get it. Again, here is the link. If you want to be the next 3 people, you'll get all the bonuses that I talked about and get it at the discounted price, or you can later on, you can wait until we get off this webinar and it'll be $14.95, or you get it right now for $7.95. And in fact, if you get it later on, or you go to my website, you will not get the bonuses and you will not get the discount. So you want to get it right now before it's too late. All you got to do is go right here to internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. Let me give you the link one more time, and link one more time. Get that link there one more time, and there you go. Now, let's see, one more time there. Okay. All right. So now, there's where you want to go. Right now is not time for good manners. Right now is do whatever it takes. Go find your wallet, go find your purse, and get it before those things are gone. Let me know when it is. And I'll actually, usually I have 3. I actually gave you 5 fast action bonuses. So I'm actually gave you more than usual. So you must act right now to get the 5 fast action bonuses, or they'll be gone forever. So I did a special deal for, like I said, doing something special for Ron. You guys are the only ones getting this. You must act fast right now if you're going to do it. You got to hurry up and do that. Here is the link again. It's internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. That's internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. Now, if you're wondering, let me tell you this. Some of you guys, if you're wondering if you start the program after you finish a project, or you got a few things on your plate, the answer is yes. But let me just say something about this. Please do not log in until you're ready to get going, okay? The reason is because my team's going to be on your butt, kicking you forward, making you go through, stopping you. They think you're procrastinating. You log in, you log out. We want to push you. We want to not push you through. We want you to go through the program. We want you to consume it. We want you to get the results. We want you to have outcomes. We want you to take action. So make sure you do that when you're in there. The answer is yes, you can do that. And let me also say this, for those 3 sitting on the sidelines right now, I'm going to say that this is what Russell Brunson once said. He said, there is one marketer personally hired to consult me. I paid him $1,000 for a consultation, $1,000 for a consultation. And that consultation happened in December. From that one call, I directly made over $250,000. Here's what I'm going to do for you in your congratulations package. Remember, I'm going to give you those 3 gifts in the congratulations package after you complete the course. Well, in that congratulations package, I'm going to add something else to it. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to handwrite you a letter on that paper wherever it went. And actually, you could probably find one laying around here. I have tons of these laying around. but I'll write on one of these pad papers, well, probably a clean one, but on a pad paper, I'm going to handwrite you a letter. And in that letter is going to give you my personal email address. You can contact me on anything. You're doing a product line, whatever, email marketing related, just hit me up. I'm here for you. I want to help you. When you complete the course, you'll get that in the mail. That's value of that is absolutely priceless. So hurry up and go get it. That's if you're the next 3 people. Now, look, this is Anthony McCarthy who said, it's a great way of waking up. I was not expecting this. Most of you know Matt and I are friends. He helped me in this business. So yes, I'm biased. However, just one section alone of this program changed my business by 1,000%. I did not know I had more to learn. That was my mistake. This man knows more about getting email and getting results than anyone. If you email, get on this. Thanks for the gifts, Matt. I'll send everything in the mail when you complete the program. There's the letter I sent to him. I'll send it to you too. I'll write you, and I actually write it in cursive. So, and then let's just, if you're one of the next 3 people here, and everybody too, you're guaranteed to get this. But I'm going to tell you that got it already. Those of you did graduate, pat yourself on the back. You made a great decision. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to also give you one last bonus nudge to push you over the edge for one of those 3 people. All right, let me know when you get it over here. But the next 3 people. Now, so since I absolutely love action takers, I know you guys love software. So here's what I'm going to do is this. And plus, when you order right now, I'll mark you in my database, in my purple list, which means you'll not just get treated like a king or queen. Because whenever there's stuff going on, I send it. Like I was in Singapore and I hit up all my people from Singapore. And I said, hey, I got free tickets to the event. You go pay for it. You come here free. Another event in London. I mean, I'm all over the, I'm kind of off for a little while, but anytime I get deals and stuff, I'm like, here you go. I got free this, I'll give them to my people. So you will get them too, whenever that happens. But I'll also give you email access to my email split testing software that I'm creating that will crush everything out there in the marketplace. And, and I'll sell it for at least $9.97, much likely more when I release it. But you're going to get it for free right now if you lock in your order right now before it's too late. I would hurry up and go do that and make that happen from here. Now, look, this is what Valerie said. Yeah, just completed the Matt CPC Institute email specialist program from the EPC Institute. Time and energy well spent. Learn techniques relating to money-making email marketing. As usually, Matt delivers more value than expected. And look at all the goodies he sent me in the mail. I will send you everything in the mail when you complete the course from there. Look, he did a freaking unboxing. It's awesome. I mean, people are just posting all over the internet from here. If you go to that link right now and order right now, you'll get everything that I talked about. Guaranteed. If you're one of the next 3 people, hurry up and go do it. Let me know when you get it on here. Somebody said they're going to go grab it. So folks, I would hurry up and go get it seriously before they are gone. But you're going to get everything I just talked about for not $14.95, but for $7.95. For $7.95 if you act fast. And that's internetmarketinginsider.com/Ron. I would hurry up and go do it. Let me give you that link one more time over here so you guys have it, because that's it. Now, I'm going to answer questions in a second. I saw some questions. I just wanted to make sure, acknowledge, and I'm watching for people that are taking action so I can get it down, because we're down to the next 3. If you're next 3, we'll get everything I talked about from here. So next 3. So yes, you still can get it. Hurry up. Nobody's told me they got it, and I haven't seen the new one. So, somebody might have slipped by my hands, but right now it looks like there's still 3. So I would hurry up and go get it. So guarantee you're getting it. But I'll answer your questions in a sec. But first, let me tell you my favorite quote. Okay. Here's my favorite quote. Be decisive. Right or wrong, make a decision. The life of the roads of life are paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. Now, so let me say this to you. Don't be a flat squirrel. Don't be a flat squirrel and make a decision right now. There is absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Hurry up, go to that link right now, get in there. Look, this is what George said. I'm over the moon. I can't wait to going through Matt's email program, specialist program. Boom. You never stop learning, even though you think it all. Bam, already loving it. Here's another one. Absolutely loving the training so far, Matt. It was my week marketing. I've roughly made 6 figures since being online. This will be 4 email marketing. Can you imagine? This works for newbies. This works for medium, advanced. I guarantee you'll get gold nuggets from it. The cool thing is you have lifetime access to it. You can come back in, log in anytime you need to, go back to the course as many times as you want. It doesn't matter. If you want to get better at email marketing, you simply can't go wrong with this. You absolutely simply can't go wrong. The way you're going to go wrong is if you get off here and don't get it, because you're going to have to get it at $14.95. And you won't get the bonuses. So hurry up, go get it. So you lock in, get those bonuses from here. And let me just say this. Let me read this to you guys real quick, and then we're gonna answer some questions, and I'm gonna give that link one more time. You guys should see it over there. You guys get it. But it says, I met Matt Bake. Let's go back here. Let's see. Anyway, back to Matt. Let's go back to here. So it says back to Matt. I met Matt face to face on the patio at a hotel/bar where a small group of us were doing a meet and greet. As I said, it was I was getting some pretty good traction online. It was there. But feeling a bit overwhelmed, especially overwhelmed with email. email marketing was scary to me back then, and I was new to having a list. My list was growing like crazy by the minute, and it will when you use bonus number one. Let me say that. So bonus number one, if you don't have a list, that's what covers it. Guarantee you'll start getting so many subscribers you won't know what to do with it. And as well, I was just overwhelmed. Matt said one thing to me that literally changed so much about everything I was thinking about email marketing, and it was honestly a paradigm shift for me business-wise. When it comes to Matt is the guy when it comes to email, and he's a pretty awesome human being. I want more testimonials like that. That's why I'm doing a special deal for you guys. Here's a link one last time. I'm gonna go over here, answer any questions from here. Here's a link one last time. Hurry up. Yeah, can you still get it? Yes, hurry up, but hurry up. Doing it. I'm gonna tell you when I get off here, the price is going back up. I will change the price from here. The price should not change. Let me be clear. Okay, somebody said this. So there is no code to enter. You must have missed it. The price says $15.95. Okay, so I'm saying that. So let me show you something. All right, I'm going to go to this link that I just gave you. All right, remember, go to this link right here. Here's what you did. Okay, so it shows it for me too. See, it says $15.90. Do what I said. Let me actually pop this up a little bit more. Here's what you're doing. I explained this earlier, but you might have missed this. Let me make this bigger. Here's what's happening. You have quantity 2 right here. Change it to quantity 1, push update quantity, and it'll pop it into the correct price. That's what's happening. All right, cool. There we go. That's what's happening. The price kept on changing because you kept on going there, kept on adding quantity. Now you could buy 2 spots. You buy one for you and some of your staff. It's fine. I have people doing it all the time, but I understand. So we got somebody doing it. I'm just going to tell you. So there you go. That's what you need to do. That was it. Just make sure you update the quantity. So I went over it. Remember about your billing address. Make sure if your billing address is not your shipping address, I'm going to ship you out in the mail everything that I talked about. So make sure you let me know about that. Remember, we take PayPal credit. So you just fill in this. If you take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or we also take PayPal credit. If you click on this, you go to the next page. Make sure that little drop down, you select your address where you want it to go. So it looks like we're good to go. Hurry up, go lock in. Right now from there, I'm going to go, let's see. So yeah, you don't need a code. The code is already applied. It's right here. I've already have it. And this will be removed. And that's why I didn't give you a code, because then I can actually remove this. I'm going to remove this from the link as soon as I get off this call. So the price is going to back up to $14.95. Right now, it's got a $700 discount. You can go to the website later and you won't get any of the bonuses. You can still get it, but it looks like we have Rod that's going to go grab it. So we're actually going to probably be down to 2 here any second. Okay. So hurry up, go do this. This is awesome. I'm a freelance digital marketer. That alone is worth it by itself. Yeah, absolutely. Man, sweet. I love you already. I love you too. I went over the software. See right here, I have the marketing sidekick. Okay, cool. So just let you know, if you've already got the marketing sidekick, remember I told you I have a bookshelf of other books that I've written. I will, when you complete the course, just email and say, hey, I already got the marketing sidekick. Send me something else. Actually, I love you for it because it's the thing that makes it so expensive to send it because it's so heavy. So, but I'm just kidding. If you want another one, I'll send you another one. It doesn't matter. But what we can do is we can switch it out and I'll give you another book. I've got multiple different books that I've got that I'll hand out, switch it for you. Let's see here. Yep. Let's see. What is the website again? We gave it to you. Is there split payment options? Let me just say this. We do take PayPal credit, and that's the way to do it. Other than that, there's nothing on here. Let's see. Any other questions? Bring it on. Yes. Do you teach how to write emails? Yes, that's in the module number thing. All right, cool. Excuse me. Any other questions anybody's got? Good. Everybody got that? You're good. All right. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm going to get off here. I will tell you guys, everybody got it. Congratulations. Looks like we got about 2 spots left. So if you want to get those bonuses, I will change that. What mic are you using? Hold on.
Hey, Matt, I just wanted to jump in and thank you for a great presentation, man. I took so many notes, so much good stuff, man. It's just sharing real stuff that really works. So if you guys want to know how to really make money online, I mean, if you guys are customers of mine, if you're OPAD customers, if you're customers of my apps program, you know that having an email list is going to make you a lot of money just because of the built-in system we already have out there for you. And if your customers, anything else that I do, you know I preach this stuff. So this is the real deal here. It's the best $795 you could possibly spend.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
it's
like, you know
absolutely
what?
recommended.
You know, I don't know if you've seen it. People hit me up all the time, like, Matt, what the hell's going on? People are just, you know, I don't know if you've seen this, but people are posting all over the internet, like tagging me in it, showing me that they're completing it, thanking me for it. And in fact, I get gifts. Look, this is a gift I just got. Like, I've never had this happen in my life. Like, the training is so amazing. Here's a gift I just got from somebody that just completed the course. Like, this is the most amazing course. Sent me a pen. Somebody sent me a $400 freaking juicer the other day. Every day I got another gift. Like, I get letters and thank you letters. I'm just going to tell you that this is unreal. Like, I was telling our friends, I'm like, I've never seen anything like this. Like, it is the best built course I've ever created. I mean, probably because we got an amazing curriculum design and everything. But I'm just telling you, all of you that got in, like, you guys, I love it. And I'm not even asking anybody for this stuff. I don't, you know, it's cool. It's just, it's awesome. It's really changing people's lives, and I love that.
Yeah, looks like we have 2 spots left. So you guys should definitely, if you're on the fence, you don't want to wait, because once this replay goes out, it's going to be a wrap. We actually have an encore tonight we're going to do. So that's going to go quick. So it's not going to last until tomorrow. So you want to jump in and grab one of the last remaining spots right now and get in on this while you can, and get all the bonuses too. The bonuses alone are worth over $1,000. You know, I pay personally for them, probably more than that. So.
No, it's 5,000. I mean, seriously, if you bought them separate, no shit. Like, a lot of people give bonuses and put add values on them. People paid for those, and really, if you've ever bought them, people buy them separately. It's literally people pay $2,000 for the one bonus. People pay $1,000 for the other bonus. People pay $1,164 for the other bonus. Like, look, I mean, you and I know, like, even you hit me up for Christmas. I think it was like, hey, can you make it for my Christmas party? I'm like, crap, I was out of town or something. Like, like, we know, like, I'm just gonna tell you, we know each other. We're friends. I want to do something special for his people. My people love him, and hopefully you guys love me too. So I wanted to give something better for you guys. So you guys are awesome. And I showed my thing to Jen. She wanted to know, Jen was wondering what I had for a microphone, so I was just kind of showing it to her. She saw it. So
awesome.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any last questions, get them in now, because we're going to wrap this up. We've had Matt over 2 hours here. I appreciate his time.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Cool. Diving in tonight. I love it. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. And you guys have a good one. Thank you guys very much. And for those Brown fans that I saw on here that were saying go Browns, go Browns. We're playing the Patriots. We're about to get our butt kicked this weekend. Sorry about that, but
what's that link one more time for people that want to jot it down and maybe.
Oh, let me move this. There we go. There we go.
All right.
I'm actually going to be in Boston.
InternetMarketingInsider.com/Ron. There you go, guys. Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, guys.